Okay. Is it too loud? Give me... You don't have to give me... Well, tips would be appreciated, but... I don't know. I'm testing it out. Better? Worse? Muted! A little quiet? Okay, hold on. It can be louder. I have a lot of headroom because it's a condenser mic. Better? Worse? A little bit quiet? I can't tell whether you're trolling me or not because it's in the red right now. I had several people... Several boys, right? Because they're better than I am. Already got one guy. Oh my freaking god. I can get louder than this. Is good? Okay, hold on. Turn it down a little bit. Just a hint. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Nikki, thank you so much. Ning Ning, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Uni Warrior Thomas, thank you very much for the super chat. How familiar are you with Gundam? I've watched a lot of the modern ones, but I am ashamed to say that like the old school, the stuff that made Gundam like a success, that's probably more like Axel's like realm of expertise, and I don't know much about like the OG like Gundam stuff. So like I hesitate to say that I'm like a real Gundam fan because I mean if you don't know the old school, like I don't know. Who's Axel? What are you talking about? It's the boy. How could you not know Axel? Do you guys? There can't be people. Come on. He's the boy. You didn't see his Rust arc? I think I watched like 80% of his Rust arc. It was so good. And I didn't understand what the hell he was saying through most of it because it was mostly in JP. Okay, so I think I need to talk a little bit about the mic issue, right? I was requesting like advice from the boys, and like the vast majority of the boys use a condenser mic, and then I was like one of the only ones that use a dynamic. I think only one guy also uses a dynamic mic, and it sounds awesome for him, but I don't know why. Wait, who are you? What are you talking about? Brian. Oh my god. Okay, I got tea. Oh wait, I gotta say the thing, right? Good morning, everybody. Once again, it is I, Vesper Noir, the resident scholar of the Adventurers Guild Tempus and a member of HOLOSTARS English, and I have a new mic. Yeah, I got the intro. I think he thinks it's funny, but I can't be sure. So I just call him Axel, right? What tea am I having? Once again, my daily drinker. I can't always have the good tea for my morning hours, because then I'll run out of the good tea, right? So, just out of the box, like no calibration, what do I need to change? And please don't say, because I actually did raise the volume and it was like too loud, right? That's how you run out, exactly. Well, I mean, first of all, old mic or new mic? This being the new one. Volume is fine, but it's a little fuzzy. Yeah, I need to fix it up a little bit. Volume is fine. Turn down the gain. Okay. Turn down the gain a bit. Okay, I turned it down. Kind of boomy. Understood. I got one guide. Better? Worse? I can hear your neighbors. Distressed banana? You're gonna turn me into a distressed Vesper if that's the truth. Hopefully not. Now louder. Use the 360 mic. So if we do like a Team Fortress 2 arc with the boys, I think we could play that game. We're definitely all gonna be using Xbox mics, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. What made you follow me on Twitter? I'm genuinely curious. I think you're an artist, right? If I like your art, there's people whose art I like, but like I don't follow. It's like purely, all right, I don't know how Twitter works. I know people are like, aha, it's a bit. He's a professional. Like, he already, of course he knows how it works. I like legitimately don't know like what I can't, like I've one time I accidentally followed an advertisement, like a promoted tweet. It's just like I fat fingered it, and then I followed like somebody that was trying to show me an ad. No joke. And then my manager was like, "Hey Vest, did you follow this person on purpose?" And it's like, "No." And I was like, "Okay." Yeah. But I can't tell you with absolute certainty what makes me follow like an artist that I like. It's just like a smooth brain click, right? I think it's not any deeper than like if like the art inspires like a powerful feeling more than just like a wow, that's beautiful. If it inspires like a powerful feeling, it's just like, all right, click, right? I don't know. I feel like YouTube is the same way, right? The subscription button on YouTube is no longer for like, oh, I want to see like more of this stuff, right? Because YouTube is like, you don't know what you want to see. You trust us to tell you what you want to see, right? The subscription button's more like, it's more like a high five, right? I think it might be something like that. If I feel the urge to like high five someone, then I'll. It's weird. But let's catch up real quick. Bunny, good morning. Thank you for the super chat. Happy Wednesday. My bestie Tsukiko Ichinose is sick at the moment. No! What do you do when you're sick? Have a sick meal that you enjoy? Ah, man, I hope they get better. Tsukiko, get better. No. What do I do when I'm sick? I'm kind of like a baby when I get sick. Some people are like tough. They just like tough through it. Like a lot of the boys, they're like, oh yeah, I have like a fever, but I'm just toughing through it. I can't. I just completely like disassemble my brain and I'm just like inconsolable, right? Is anybody else like that? I have to be running at full like efficiency, like I have to be running at like ideal conditions or like I just fall apart into like a disheveled collection of sacks, right? right? Of course they're at work. You're that type. Of course. I like soups. Split pea is good. Wacky Warrior 13, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm here to bring you some of the old meme knowledge as well as hopefully bring you closer to your JP members. Nudu po. Corn potage. Nauris, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. I'm gonna head to bed while listening to you. Pulled an all-nighter last night since I actually accidentally stayed up until morning, and my dad is coming for a visit later. I'm scared that I'd oversleep. Yeah, no problem. Good night. All right. For Nauris, I'm not gonna scream or do anything crazy, right? No more. Also, I think if it's too boomy, it might be because I'm used to putting the mic a little bit closer to my face. And this is a condenser mic, so it should be a little bit further away. Gain up, right? Maybe something like that. It'll be less boomy. That's what you said last time. It's true. I can hear the sips. Is that a bad thing? Oh no, that's a bad thing. People don't like that. No. Some people don't like it though. Some people don't like it. No, we like it. It's a good thing. Kind of like it. It's not loud. Okay. All right. As a boomer, as a compromise for the people that don't like the eating or the drinking noises, I'll try to do it like very, very quietly. All right. Ah, delicious. Even the daily drinker is like damn good. Okay, so I think the general idea is that a condenser mic picks up more background noise, which is not great. I don't I live in like an apartment building, right? But I can always switch back, right? I feel like it's good to experiment. Also, we're probably gonna do some upgrades soon-ish. I don't want to push people, but like, I think it's time for me to like upgrade the old stream setup. Not the hardware, the scene stuff, right? Yeah. 4090 time. Okay. I had an idea for like a contest, and I wanted to like. Here's the thing. Well, let's say thank you first, and then we could jump in. Captain Chaos, thank you very much for the super chat. Good morning, good morning. Congrats on Morph's red carpet debut at the Met Gala. What are you talking about? Was somebody dressed as a cockroach? I don't know how I feel about the Met Gala. There's some like crazy nonsense that goes on over there. Oh my god. Takumin, thank you very much for the super chat. First time chatting, just chatting stream. Could not sleep, so why not listen to the cool vampire? Much love from JP. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hopefully I could keep it hinged. Keep the vocal volume like low enough that if you go to sleep, I don't like startle you awake. That's the goal. Someone stepped on it. Well, I mean, that's 320 million in the first rebirth cycle, right? I just googled it. I googled it like 2 days before that stream, and it was like, that's apparently how old cockroaches are, right? I'm hinged. Nobody can convince me otherwise. How does Morph rebirth? He just like appears out of nowhere, right? He's like a Left 4 Dead zombie, right? He's a Left 4 Dead infected that like he respawns on a timer, and then he has to be in a place that nobody can see him, right? No, you are not. Okay, I'm not gonna forget. I remember exactly what I wanted to talk about. Leonardo de Quirm, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. You've mentioned playing Magic in the past, but stopped after more modern cards were introduced. Do you think you'd ever try the game again, particularly with the new Lord of the Rings set coming out? I am interested in the online version, right? What is it called again? I heard it's like quite robust, and it's good, and it's fun, and I've heard that it's addictive, the online version. Arena, yeah, Arena. I heard Arena is like pretty good. It's not really that great, really? It's not good? Well, here's the thing. You know that people have been trying to do like online multiplayer TCGs based on existing IPs for like a long time, and they failed over and over and over and over again, right? So if it's acceptable, it's like way ahead of the curve. You guys know that, right? You guys are pro gamers. Like they've been trying to do like TCGs for a very long time online. Ah, delicious. Okay. I wanted to chat about something. What? Thank you very much for the super chat. Random quest if you don't mind. You don't have to do it now. Scream. Like in the classic Modern Warfare 2. You know, I don't think I've ever played a Modern Warfare aside from the very first one. And that was only the story mode. I think there's a story mode for that, right? I remember like one-shotting the story mode of like a COD game. I remember that. And it was on someone else's computer. It was on someone else's computer. I distinctly remember that. And then I left, and then I went home, and then I got some sleep. Not a roommate, but a college friend. I was like hanging out, and I was like drinking a little bit, and then I was like, I want to play some video games, and he's like, yeah, sure. And I was on his computer, and I was like, is Call of Duty good? And he's like, it's pretty damn good. I had fun. So I played it. I beat it in one, not a stream, because I wasn't a streamer back then. I just beat it in like one go. Of course you were drinking. I mean, it's college, right? What are you gonna do? I think it was the first Modern Warfare, but I'm not 100% sure. Enemy AC 30, AC 130, right? Enemy AC 130 above. I don't know if I did that correctly, but I tried. Oh man, Nunya, thank you very much for the super chat. Pour one out for my level 18 hardcore gnome lock. Died in full grades with no talent. Why did you have no talents? Are you playing like super hard mode? Ah, Nurupo is a JP meme, just like Card Crusher, but especially. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, let's talk. I had a plan. I had an idea for like a contest, not a contest, like a competitive stream with the boys, right? But I feel too bad. I don't like inviting people. I have a complex. I don't know, man. I have a complex like inviting people. It's like, hey, you want to do a stream, like a collab? Like, it's hard for me. The only ones that I like confidently do were the interview ones, right? But I had a concept that I wanted to do, and not a sword fight, but I had this idea. I wouldn't invite people, but I would just be like, hey, I'm gonna put on a thing, and the prize is a 4090. And then of course people would be like, oh fuck yeah, like, let's go. Then I wouldn't have to like, then it wouldn't be like strictly like a favor. Can I enter chicks? Hey, you join Tempus, and yeah, open invite, right? That's what I was thinking. If you don't want to be a bother to people, you just have to go for it, right? Bribe their friendship with a 40. It's not like a bribe. It's more like, I mean, you don't know how busy these guys are behind the scenes, and you know, proud of you every time you overcome your complex and reach out to the boys for collabs. Boombot, it's not enough. I got to do it more, and I know, but the logistics of it are a little bit difficult, though, right? The logistics of it can be a little bit difficult. Thoughts about the new Dune film trailer? I didn't see the trailer yet. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm kind of curious as to how they're, because the second half of Dune is very different from the first half. It's very different. No spoilers, but it's like, it's pretty different. Anyway, I will watch it. Dune Shippuden. I mean, can I? I mean, kind of, right? There's like a bit of a time skip, right? You finished the book. Nice. I wish I could read. How can you type that if you don't know how to read? How can you type that? Shai Hulud. I hear your footsteps, old man. That's my favorite quote from the movie that's like not in the book. He can write, not read. Voice to text, brain to text interface. Come on. Luck issue. Please let me know some outline so I can understand my boss. Actually, your new mic sounds NC. Is NC good or bad? Don't gatekeep illiteracy. Nice. Okay. Thank you. I think it still needs some tuning. I'm gonna ask a couple of the boys to help me with that after. They'll help me like dial it in, but it's good. It's good that people seem to like it. We just need to make it North Carolina. It's a condenser mic. A pretty good one, I think. I don't know that much about like streaming stuff. So I just when I got into Tempest, I just did like I got like a get this and this, and I was like, okay, and then I did. But I didn't know why I got it. People just yeah. I think Maki Flay would be like a really good. I'll ask for his help. Like I'll put aside my reservations for talking to people, and then I'll request it. Wait, what? Now that Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves can be watched legally in streaming, would you consider a watch along? There's no way it's legal. How? Yeah, absolutely I would. How is that? What? Did I miss something? Ah, you have to rent it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just watched it like a week and a half ago, right? 2 weeks ago? I think I'm gonna try out Promare this week. And then I like the idea if people like, because I could either watch a movie that I've watched before or watch a movie that I have not watched before, right? Just tell your mom to get a 4090. Right? I have never watched Promare. That's like completely blind. I have no idea what it's about. No clue what Promare is about. I want to watch it too. Watch it with us. There you go. Aaron Hong, thank you very much for the super chat. Speaking of planning, have you ever heard of the impulsive planning? It's an observation that says all ideas start off without thinking about it. It's interesting to see how we can possess the thoughtless. Huh. Impulsive plan. To me, that seems like an oxymoron, right? I don't know. Vanessa, thank you very much for being a member for 6 months. Abuelito. I know what that means. Okay. Huh. It's an observation that says all ideas start off without thinking about it. I mean, I guess like the nascent idea. For me, it's just like I have an idea for a stream concept that I want to do, and it involves like the entire crew, right? All of the boys, right? I'm too shy to invite all of the boys. What do? How can I do it where like I'll feel less effed up about it? And it's like, offer a 4090 is the winner, prize for the winner. Just do it. Lure them out with food. I get it. Well, I have a bunch of Giga Chads that are like in my audience, and the Giga Chads can just like ask. I just can't. I have to provide value first, right? Now the only thing that would like suck is just like only one person can get value out of it, right? And then the other 6 just kind of like, oh, they get nothing, right? I don't know. It's like the Hunger Games, but there's the 4090 in the middle, right? There's like a pistol and a 4090, right? And then one guy goes for the 4090, the other guy's with the pistol, and the guy at the 4090 is like, yeah, I should have been thinking one step ahead. Should have been thinking one step ahead. Hiromagi, thank you very much for the super chat. If you're gonna find that Gallo, the main character of Promare is just Axel. I mean, that's a hell of a main character then, am I right? Marty Panzer, thank you very much for the super chat. Kind of related to Dune, have you ever played any of the Homeworld games? My favorite is Cataclysms. The story of the main ship, the Kunlan, is amazing. I've never played Homeworld. Yeah. Interesting. It sounds like it's a series of games, right? We'll see. If you guys see a competition like that, you're not going to see it until like probably like Late summer, end of summer, if ever. Who knows? I might be like I might chicken out. I might chicken out. Oh, real-time strategy. Okay. Okay. Ah, delicious. Good morning, Jaxels. Thank you very much for coming out. Good morning. Good morning. A sci-fi 3D FPS or RTS? FPS? Sayo, good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Vasilka, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. After 20 minutes, I can still tell if the mic is better because you sound great as always. People have beautiful voices. Thank you. I hardly talk in real life. I think I told you this story, right? Like when I took the sabbatical from the library, because you know I'm on a long-term break from the library just to do streaming activities full time, right? When I took my sabbatical from the library, there were people that were mute noir. Is it? I can't tell whether they're being. A sabbatical is like a unpaid vacation, kind of like a really long unpaid vacation. Like a lot of people that were wishing me well at like the farewell like lunch party, whatever the heck it's called, were just like, this is literally the first time I've heard you. It's like we've worked at the same place together for 8 years. This is the first time I've ever heard your voice. Oh no, I missed this. Here we go. But Tandy, thank you very much for the super chat. Anxiety baby. You'd think this older crowd could manage it better, but here we are. I have trouble just asking my friend in the movies, right? Me too. Me too. God, I love your name. I'm gonna say it again. Diro El Slogwengar Molo Victe Duendis. So true. It is impressive, right? It is impressive. I won't rat my concept idea just in case. How about this? If I lose my nerve and I don't invite them, then I'll tell you what it was. But it's like kind of a, I think like out of a 10, on a scale of 10, 10 being like Judge Magni, and 1 being, I don't know, what's like Roblox, like a Roblox collab. Actually, that sounds kind of fucking hilarious. Let me think about it. A Roblox collab would actually be kind of funny. But like a 10 being Judge Magni, 1 being like Roblox collab, right? I think the idea that I had is like a solid 7. It's like a 7. It's a pretty good idea, but I think I gotta sweeten the pot a little bit by adding a little 40-90 action, right? 7 is pretty involved. Yeah, exactly. I'm cooking. Just let me cook. Gladiator Arena collab. My kingdom to see you guys compete in crab game. I think I won't say anything, but I won't say anything, but I'm pretty sure crab game is cooking. I think it's cooking, but I'm not sure. Problem is, can we play it? I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can. We will be going crabbing. I won't say anything, says something. That is kind of what I do, right? That is kind of what I do. You can't use the 4080 if you have an old motherboard, so you probably need to update everything altogether. It's true. It might be like, what is it called? A white elephant, right? Like a 4090 might be a white elephant because it's just kind of like you need Vesper Holland. Thank you for the super chat, Nikki. Nice thumbnail. Char is cool, right? Right? I don't exactly know Haka gave me like a rough idea of like what we'll be working with together. Apparently it's like a drawing program, and you can draw together on the same little like canvas or something. And he's used it before. He's like, I've used it before and it was good. It gets laggy when you have too many people, but like it's pretty good. Yeah, magma. What is it? Teach me what magma is. I have so much brain rot that I see anything with mag in it and I think of Dez. And then the second thing I thought of was Austin Powers bit. And then after that, I'm just empty. My brain is completely empty. Liquid hot magma. It's hot stuff found in volcanoes, exactly, right? Magma nuts? Why? Okay. Sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads. Exactly. Watotodal, thank you very much for the super chat. Do it, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it! I know. But I have to like... I'll do it. What is magma? Teach me what it is. Vesties host a magma board each time you do an art practice. I think I've seen that. I've seen like a big thing with a bunch of different drawings, and the styles are too distinct to be like one person. So it's gonna be like me and Haka and like other people too? It's like me and Haka. Haka is like, don't worry, just show up. And then we'll have a good time. Like, he's like, I'll handle everything. So he said he's gonna handle everything. Yeah. Hopefully I have fun. I've never drawn with another person before. You know what I mean, right? Like, of course I've been drawing with the Vesties that are like watching me, but you know what I mean when I say like I've never drawn with another person before, right? Like, we're both drawing. Like, I've never done that before, so it's just kind of like, is it gonna be good? I don't know. Liquid hot magni. Dark Candace Zero, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. Does being on the other side of the screen make it easier to talk to us, or do you feel like you still have to force it a bit? I'm pretty anxious and I feel like I won't be able to talk as well as you do. Okay, I thought that it would be like pretty much the same thing, maybe a little bit less scary, right? But I found since I started streaming that not only is it like significantly easier, it's a type of social interaction that I strongly prefer. I think I don't know. I can't really describe it. It's just easier, right? And it's not just like virtual interaction, because even when I'm like talking with someone on Discord, like if I'm chatting with Haka on Discord, right? I still feel a little bit, I don't know how to describe it. It's fear, anxiety, a little bit of anxiety. I don't know. Reserved, pressure. Lust. Shut the hell up, you weirdo. It's a I'll try to think about it. Ray Smash Brawl, thank you very much for the super chat. By the powers of naughtiness, I command this particular drop of hot sauce to be really, really hot. Done. Shadow, Tempest Novitiate, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. I have to appear before Judge Magni for not magging hard enough. Can you be my lawyer when I have to face him? Oh, I mean, obviously, right? We have to look at precedent and see, like, has there ever in the history of bird law ever been a convicted case of somebody not magging hard enough, right? And I don't think we have. I don't think there has. Bird law. I'm a bailiff, but I've been going to night school to become a budget lawyer. I'm a budget lawyer. That doesn't exist. Exactly, Birdie. I would argue that nobody can mag hard enough. Nobody. Nobody. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to describe. I don't know. I don't like interrupting people. That might also be like a big part of it. I don't like interrupting people. And especially the more I like a person, the less I want to interrupt them, right? So I don't know the correct amount to talk. Which I understand. It seems like a crazy, like, are you a baby? Are you literally like a 5-year-old, grandpa? And I get it. I get it. It's weird, right? It would, but the thing is, like, when you're a streamer, when I'm like hanging out with you guys and I'm chatting, I don't get that feeling. And it's not because I don't care about you guys. It's because, like, it's literally I'm streaming, right? So, like, why would you be here if you're not, if I'm like, yeah. So I think if you're like me and you're like a super introvert and you don't really talk to people that much and you don't feel this powerful urge to, I don't hate you guys. Come on. I don't hate you guys. I think you should try it out. Maybe you don't like it, but maybe you do, right? And maybe it's like a life-changing event where it's just like, oh damn, this might be something that I actually love to do, right? I think the best advice I could give to people, like general life advice, is just like try new things and don't be mad if it's not for you. Just try it and be prepared to like be like, it wasn't for me, but I don't regret doing it, right? He coexists with us. He's ignorant of us. I am not ignorant. I am not ignorant of you. No. Indifferent? I wouldn't say indifferent. I wouldn't say that. He likes us but finds social interaction tiring and requires sensible breaks. I mean, yeah, that, right? Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm introverted and have really bad anxiety, but I host a podcast with friends and I never feel really anxious doing that. I wonder if streaming is kind of the same. Man, you're like made of stronger stuff than I am. I don't know. It gets like, all right, you know, I told you a little bit earlier, like 2 or 3 minutes ago, the fear of like interrupting someone that, because the thing is like the snubbing effect, right? You don't want to snub someone that you like for me, the worst thing I could do is if there's somebody that I like, right? And he's like talking and then I talk and then like interrupt them and he's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like you run into a wall, that feeling, that's like the worst thing that you could do to someone, right? Right? You give the impression that you don't care about what they're saying. So it's just like, that's like, don't ever do that in my brain, right? Think about how much worse that is when you're in a room with like 6 other people just like that, right? It gets compounded the more people there are, like, because I can keep track of 1 person, I can keep track of 2 people, and then it just gets like, it gets worse the more people, right? You're overthinking. That's my middle name. That's my middle name. In the academy, they call me Vesper Overthinker Noir. That's what they called me at the academy. It is what it is. I feel like introverts sometimes have to have internal monologues and conversations themselves. I can imagine streaming being able to share those scenarios. Yeah. I do have like an inner voice that just won't shut the hell up. Is definitely Vesper Noir. Is that what is it called? North by Northwest? I don't even remember. People roast me because I keep getting the title wrong. There's a Hitchcock film, right? He's so like us. Tachibana, thank you very much for the super chat. By any chance, it's a new mic, an Electro voice mic? I don't know if I should mention that equipment. I don't know if I should mention it because I didn't choose it myself. Somebody recommended it to me. One of the bullet, like, you know, so I'm not sure whether I should say it out loud. I'll check. But I don't think it's the one that he uses. I think it's the one that he recommended. Yeah. We cannot triangulate the mic. I mean, it's a condenser, right? That's all you need to know. And it's like a good one. Oh yeah, you have a new mic? It sounds a bit different. Yeah. The main thing is that like the old mic, I had to keep basically I could like stick my tongue out and lick the mic. That's how close I had to keep it to my face. And then I would forget, and then people would be like, oh, you sound fuzzy, you're quiet. I think it's because like if it's even like 3 to 4 inches away from my face, it would get like really like quiet and fuzzy, right? I had to keep it like really close. This mic is like a foot away from my face right now. Oh, dry up. Come on. That one I can tell you what it is because like a bunch of people told me just to get it, right? It was the SM7B, right? Which is like a widely recommended mic. It's a dynamic mic, but you have to keep it like very close to your face or you can't hear anything, right? I will neither confirm nor deny that it's an Electro voice, but it's a good quality condenser mic. Yeah. Zenith Xander, thank you very much for the super chat. Good morning. Good morning, Harabeoji. Last SC before I have to leave to stay in Korea for 3 months. If it's okay with you, can you share how you felt about visiting Japan not being fluent in Japanese? I don't know much about Korean, so I'm more than a little bit nervous. Thank you. Okay. I think I visited a lot of different places. If you're in like when I was in a big city, and like almost everything in Japan you can order on like a touch screen, right? And then there's a little button at the top that says like English, right? So it felt good. It felt easy, right? And I do like aside from like rush hour when like people are like packed together in the subway, I like how everybody in Japan gives each other like space, right? Like a no touch space, unless it's like rush hour, like on the train. In every other situation, like if you're walking down the road, people will give you a good amount of space, which is like, I like that a lot. It feels good, it feels natural, right? Yeah, it's like sardines. It was good, but definitely like when I went to go shopping, my anxiety did spike. That's like actually the truth. Like when I had to directly talk to someone, and then like I felt anxious because I didn't know the language, and then I could tell that they felt anxious because they were trying their best to accommodate me, but they don't know English, and then it's just like a feedback loop of anxiety, right? That did happen more than once. It's a feedback loop, right? It was like a mixed deal. I think I would want to learn the language before I go back. Like I'd want to get a little bit better. Yeah. Jort's Fortitude, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. Etiquette cues about interrupting and talking sometimes change drastically depending on the setting and culture. It's hard to keep up with, right? Yeah. It's I think respect is important, right? I think respect is super important. That might be the root of like my weird social anxiety. I don't know if there's a method that I could hit where it's just I feel like I'm properly respecting the person that I'm talking to, especially the more I like them, right? Did you have a cloud lifter for your SM7B? Yes, I have it with me on the table right here. It's a Triton Fethead, and then I bought a Go XLR, which apparently does not need one, right? I had both. So I had a Triton Fethead, and then I have the Go XLR, which apparently does not need a cloud lifter. It worked. It's just you got to be like right up to the mic. It was tough. And I got this one right here, and it's about a foot away from my face, and I feel a lot more comfortable, honestly. I think for gaming, this might be like an ideal setup because it's a little bit further away. All right, can I be real with you guys? This entire time, how long have I been here? Like 7 months? We've been streaming together for like 7 months, right? I've lost about 1/4 of my computer monitor because it's like covered by the mic, right? I've been gaming for 8 months with you guys, right? And like a portion of the mic is like, I can't see it because the mic was like right up against my face. You know what it's like? It's like it's like the Hunter x Hunter fight where Killua is fighting against the dude and he tests out his yo-yos, and it's about like the guy's like when he kicks, he has this bad habit of like raising his arm and it blocks his line of sight to the left. And then Killua exploits that and then brings in the yo-yo from like a blind spot. I'm the dude where like when I kick, I'm blocking my line of sight. Like I have a mic. The mic is on an arm and I have it set because it needs to be right up against my face. I'm like blocking 1/4 of the monitor. But now I have like the full vision of my monitor and it's like a game changer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You just have 1/3 of your eye. Miss Merc, thank you very much for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. Yeah. Buddy, you're making it more confusing. It's difficult. I can't properly describe the way that I think. I think in terms of like, okay. When I was a kid, I used to talk and people wouldn't understand what I was saying. I could directly tell you what's in my brain, but I was trained from an early age because people would be like, Ves, I have no idea what you're talking about. Ves, what the heck are you talking about? Are you a crazy person? So I learned around like middle school to relate my thoughts to like something else, right? So it's like, oh yeah, it's like that TV show, and then people are like, oh, okay, all right, I understand what you're talking about. So I can't really directly tell you what I'm thinking because it's like incomprehensible. Yeah. I think the way that I would have said it was like, I'm blind to 1/4 of my monitor. I think that's like the exact word choice that I would use. I'm blind to 1/4 of my monitor because of my old mic. And then I think some people might understand, but then other people would just be like, what? Blind? Are you crazy? My brain is a Klein bottle. No. My coat is a Klein bottle. My brain... What is my brain? My brain is a neutrino. It can't interact with anything. Except a tank full of chlorine buried in the dirt. My brain is a neutrino. It just doesn't interact with anything. It's just kind of like in its own like... Yeah. It's very small! Exactly! We've connected. It's minuscule and it doesn't interact with anything. Yeah. It just goes straight through. It's rarely detectable. For all intents and purposes, it doesn't exist. It exists, but it takes way too much time and energy to prove that it exists, right? It's there. It's just like, it's not really worth your time to prove that it exists. Darksider, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey Ves, what quick meals do you like cooking for yourself, especially when you're out camping? Curry is up there, chili is up there. Obviously like sandwiches are quick and easy. What's like a good like, oh, I wouldn't expect that. Let me think. Classic camp food? I mean, a frittata. I very rarely make do you know what a frittata is? A frittata is like scrambled egg with stuff in it, right? It's easier than like an omelet. Frittata is good. I'll make myself a frittata and put it in a tortilla. It's good. Frittazzi? No. No. Clear Eye, thank you very much for the super chat. I also tend to speak in metaphors, similes, and allegory. Just like that, the Next Generation episode, Darmok. I think I vaguely recall what you're talking about. Wait, what? No, I've lost it. I had like a spark of recognition in my brain and it's gone. I need to rewatch all of TNG. Darmok and Jalad. I have no idea. It's gone. It's completely gone. It's gone. I need to rewatch it. A worthy use of time. I grew up watching TNG with my dad. I used to watch TNG with my sister. And then Jimmy would start watching it. He would start the episode, but then he would lose interest and then he would go out in the middle of the night. Used to play in the backyard in the middle of the night a lot. No, she's not single. What do we call Sister Noir? I have no idea. I probably shouldn't have said Jimmy's name, right? I probably shouldn't have said Jimmy's name. I'm smarter now. I won't tell you what. I won't tell you. Damn it. I do, Jax. I do mean the country music legend Jimmy Noir. That got outed, and I don't know. Lonnie, thank you for being a member for 7 months. I have this argument with my friends. Does chili count as a curry? My argument is yes. What do you think? Well, curry, there's no such thing as like a curry spice, right? Curry is like a mixture of a bunch of different spices, right? And so like, yeah. Does it? Because I know people that eat chili with rice. They get like a bowl of rice and they put chili on top of it. I know people that eat chili with like a potato, a baked potato. Curry powder is the thing, but curry powder is made up of a bunch of different. Curry powder is not made up of curry spice. Curry powder is made up of like a bunch of different spices, right? And so like chili powder is also a powder that's made up of a bunch of like, yeah. Curry is from a roux. That's kind of true. That's actually true. Chili's not a roux. Huh. I eat chili with rice. Okay. I think chili is more a curry than like other like crazy things, right? Like people do like, oh, is a hot dog a sandwich, right? That's like super contested. I'm not gonna comment on that. Or like, is cereal a nacho? Is nacho a cereal? Something like that, right? Those are like crazy arguments. I think there's like serious argument for like chili being a curry. That's closer than like other stuff. It's curry adjacent. Yeah. I've heard that cereal is a soup. Is gumbo a curry? Damn, gumbo. I want some gumbo. Damn. Why did you remind me of gumbo? Ah, shoot. Shinri, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for stopping on by. How are ya? Ah, damn it, I want gumbo. Is gumbo curry? Is gumbo a chili? Gumbo is more like soupy, right? It's pretty good. I think it's good, Shinri. Like, I think I need to dial it in. It's a little bit, I've been told it's a little bit boomy, but I think I just need to dial it in a little bit and then it'll be good. Mainly, I like that it's not up against my face, right? There's a little bit more distance between me and the mic. I'm worried that it's gonna pick up more like background noise. You hear that? I'm like snapping my finger behind the mic. But I mean, you know, we just gotta deal with it, right? I think if there's like lawn maintenance going on, then I might have to switch back over to the other one. I can hear the snapping echo. It's really clear. Yeah, I think under ideal situations, this is like the superior mic, but under not so ideal situations, which is what people told me, the dynamic mic really shines, right? You're gonna get less like other noise, right? So it's like I could just switch back and forth. Like if I know that there's gonna be like background noise, I can just switch, right? Yeah. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? We'll go back and forth. I'll choose the right, because it's actually not that hard. I set it up yesterday night and it only took about like, I did troubleshooting. I had to have one of the boys like help me out with troubleshooting because I couldn't get it to work. And they were like, are you using a Go XLR? It's like, yes. Did you switch it to condenser? And I was like, what is that? And it's like, yeah, like a dynamic mic is different from a condenser mic. So you need to tell the Go XLR that you're using a condenser and then it'll work. So I went into the Go XLR and it was like, okay, condenser, there you go. And then boom, it just worked. Easy, right? It is what it is. Andy Romo, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. About Japan, I thought of you when I was climbing up the temples in Miyajima? Mijayima? Whoa. Arashiyama and such, and it motivated me to barely make it up there, so thank you. I mean, it feels good, right? It feels like, I do think that's willpower, right? Willpower is like to ignore the voice in your head that's telling you to quit and you just keep going. You just gotta like ignore that. And it feels good. It feels like you are in control. Like the part of you that makes decisions is in control and not the part of you that feels anguish. Yeah. Woo. Boombot, thank you very much for the super chat. When are we gonna get a Vesper and Shinri Zatsu done? You two could talk for hours. I think so too. You know what I want to do? If I get good enough at video games, I don't know. I feel like us in particular would be good at playing like a video game and just like shooting the shit, right? You know what I'm talking about? It's like, but it would need to be a game with enough downtime. So I think like, for example, like Tarky would be good. Because Tarkov is more like, it's like 90% sneaking and then 10% you getting destroyed. Golf? Bro. A golf buddy would be like 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Boombot, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, I already said thank you. My bad. I missed somebody. I'm sorry. There we go. Kinri-kun, thank you very much for the super chat. Danny DeVito puts his faith in you. I love Danny DeVito. Okay, I now have an idea for a video game. Golf in the Warhammer 40k universe, and it's the orcs playing golf, right? And they're playing like on worlds that they've conquered. And they're just the stupidest. Right, punched. It would be even better if it's like not a fully conquered world, right? They're playing golf in like a partially conquered world, and then like occasionally you just gotta pull out like a Daka, right? And take down like a Necron or something, right? GW's lawyers will be in touch. Oh my god. I know. I have to keep their precious IP out of my filthy mouth. I won't talk about it. Okay, alright, now back off. I won't talk about it. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? Thank you for the super chat, Atomic Adam. Thank you. Zomboid. I was supposed to do Zomboid this week, but freaking Dredge and Hitman like took over my life. I was supposed to play Zomboid. I actually don't know if Shinri likes golf. I actually don't know. Is it Wildly? Alright. I think for those of you that are in the know because you watch him, I think Bettel has like internet connection issues, right? I'm not sure whether we're gonna be on for WoW Wednesday. I think in the worst case scenario where his internet is still not up, in the absolute worst case scenario, I think I'll stream it, but I want one of the other boys to stream it. But like absolute worst case scenario where like Bettel can't play and like none of the other boys can play, I'll carry the torch, right? It won't be as fun without the other boys, but I'll stream it. If that's like the last case scenario. The clown is down. That's like I think we have to keep up WoW Wednesday, right? Thank you, Chisaki. Thank you for hanging out. Oh my god, that's a lot of. I found out who PvP content. The bro is one of the Discord. Oh, no kidding. Uh-oh. Well, you know what? I'm okay getting ganked by PvP content. Did you see the art of PvP content garroting Bettel? Did you see that? That's like I started laughing and I had to stop what I was doing just to laugh because of the expression on both of their faces, right? I have to find it. Link it? I'll link it. All right, hold on. I'll link it. Stop. Just be aware that like if you're chatting right now, I'm not going to see it because I'm trying to find that art. Where you at? PvP content. Come on, where you at? I saw you. Where are you? Where are you? Lotus. Oh my god, that art is so beautiful, dude. I'll retweet that. WoW Wednesday. Come on. Come on. Where are you? Maybe it's not like tagged. That would be a damn shame if it's not tagged and I lost it because that art made me laugh. Why is Bettel a cat wearing a strawberry costume and he's crying? What? I wanted to ask for your tips on the collab with Haka before this stream. A little scared. Just want advice. But I need to find the art first and then we can go into that, okay? What the heck? Is it not tagged? We're going back like really far. I think it was not like tagged. Aw, damn. I don't think it was tagged. We're pretty far back now. Hello? Hello? I don't think it was tagged. I don't see it. I'm gonna give up. I'm on the verge of giving up. I'm about to give up. I'm about to give up. Please, please. I give up. It was good. It was good. It was good art, but we don't have it. Okay. What was the art about? Okay, it's a gnome. A gnome with like a killer like mustache, right? Like a villain mustache. And he's basically garroting Bettel, and Bettel's eyes are like bugging out in different directions. You can find it if you search PvP content. Okay. One more time. I'm going back in. PvP content. Such a good name. There it is! I found it. Alright. We retweet that shit. I don't care if I'm not in it. I retweet it. Here we go. I found it. I'm gonna have to remove that link. I'm gonna have to remove that link, so go ahead and get your fill. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're removing the link. It never happened. It never happened. Message retracted. Goodbye. I think my favorite part is like how he's wrapped the cord around his hand. That's like a professional. Professionals of standard, right? My favorite part is how he's wrapped the cord around his like fist, right? And you know what? If I get killed by PvP content, respect, right? He slipped the grip before, he knows how to prevent it now. Exactly, exactly. And then there's like follow-up art beneath it. Did you see the follow-up art? Let me solo him. Look at that, look at the follow-up art. Let me solo him. And it's just his feet peeking out of like a urn. It's incredible. He's like 10 out of 10. Look at the one right underneath it. It's just his feet peeking out of an urn. It's too good. So that art made me laugh for like a solid like 2 minutes. I had to get I had to get myself under control. Lork Frack, thank you very much for the super chat. Good morning, how are you? How are you? Ran my first ever session of Curse of Strahd on Monday. Curse of Strahd is for 4 to 6 players and I had 3. They nearly died to a lack of floor, an armor, a rat, and each other. Survived in the end, are looking forward to next time. Are you running Murder House? Murder House is like a really, in my opinion, like, I think one of the best tuned like one-off dungeon, right? No spoilers, but I think like Murder House is tuned like really, really well. Here's the thing. A lot of D&D players, they start with the Lost Mines of Phandelver, right? And Phandelver is supposed to be, it's like an arc, right? And I think Phandelver can take up to like, it could take anywhere from like 5 to 10 sessions to clear Phandelver, but I think Murder House is designed for 2 sessions. You can finish it in 1, but I don't think that's realistic. I think the Wizards of the Coast, they said like it's designed to be like a one-off. I think it's a little bit too ambitious. I think Murder House is supposed to be 2 to 3, but 2 is like pretty realistic. 3 is like if you're taking your time and you're trying to find everything, right? Murder House, I think, is like the best way to introduce brand new players to like D&D. I pulled Murder House in one session, but I think I skipped over the details. Yeah, like it's possible, but like I think it's 1 to 3, right? Which is good. No spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything about Murder House except that I think that like it's the ideal introduction. Very low commitment, and then you can finish it. Like for example, we did Sunless Citadel, right? Sunless Citadel is like halfway between Murder House and Phandelver, I think. Citadel is supposed to be like 3 to 5, maybe 2 to 5, 3 to 5, I think. And then Murder House is 1 to 3, and then Phandelver is like 5 to 10. And so I do think the key to getting new people into D&D is like getting that like lower scope out, right? Yeah. God, how far did they get into it? And each other survived in the end. Looking forward to next time. I wonder if they cleared it in one. With 3 people, I don't know if they can. Watotodal, thank you very much for the super chat once again. You like that follow-up art? Because you're actually... The meta. No. I know the meme, and I'm just gonna tell you like right now, I've never played Elden Ring. I haven't played it yet. I have a PlayStation 5. I'm probably gonna play it, probably off stream. I had a stream concept where I play it, but I'm not showing you, or like you can't listen to it at all. Like you're just like listening to me play. I don't know if people would watch that though. You can't see the visual, you just hear my like live reaction to playing it. I don't even know if I could do that. I might get in trouble if I do that. Play it on PC instead. I've heard that like a 3080 can chug at parts, right? It's a very like hardware intensive game. I don't know. So a watch along. I have a 3080 and it's totally okay. Okay. That would be kind of funny. My 2070 does just fine. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, we'll think about it. Lork Frack, thank you for the super chat once again. Ended up calling it Durst Manor. Did it in a single 6-hour session. Next session is going to be the first glimpse of someone watching them. Ah, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I mean, it totally makes sense that you could do it in one session if it's a 6-hour session. Damn. I think you might have like an elite group on your hands then. I think I've very rarely had a group of players that can sit in one place for 6 hours and play it. Usually you just get distracted, right? Any rough date on when you will continue Tempest D&D? That's a good question. I want to. I guess we just have to get our ducks in a row, which is more than just like timing for the players. There's like a lot of stuff under the hood that needs to be double checked and made sure like everything's okay, right? There's stuff going on under the hood that we have to take care of. Well, I'll try to find like workarounds for the stuff that like will not work, but it's definitely, yeah. I'll just leave it at that. We did preparations 2 hours earlier, adding that we're at 8. Ah, did you roll your characters and stuff like that at the table? That does take about like 2 hours or so, 1 to 2 hours. Yo, Creative Burst, thank you very much for the super chat. In my Pathfinder 2e Kingmaker game, we beat the first big boss and entered the kingdom phase. One player was really battered, but we all survived. I am kind of intrigued by Pathfinder. I'm a little bit intrigued. It's something that I'm interested in. I think, was it in World of Warcraft? I think if the Vanguard boys want to play like something, I'd be happy to DM for them. It's really up to them though, right? I don't want to push them to play if they don't want to play because everybody's so busy. I mean, we've all been like crunching right now. Like all of us are just like, oh, so much stuff to do off stream. Now, they seemed eager, but and it's what if I'm misreading the room, right? What if they're just being polite and then we run it through, and then also there's the fear that like, because a lot of them have never played a TTRPG before, right? What if I ruin the experience, and what if they're like, TTRPGs are not for me, right? We'll see. We'll see. Don't pressure them to play. Don't pressure them to play. I do think like Lancer would be good. I do think Lancer would be really good. Actually, we don't have permissions for that, so I shouldn't say that. we do have like a provisional permission for D&D? Question mark? Counterpoint, what if someone ruins the experience for them before you? It must hurry. That might be true. That might be true. Lancer is so sick, hopefully you can run it with permission someday. Yeah. We are not... No. Well, we have to go through the correct channels, right? We have to go through the correct channels. So it's just like, I can't... What if you have them play a TTRPG style game like Divinity Original Sin 2? Well then, like, I'm not really necessary then, right? Because the DM is the game engine. The DM is the game engine. Congrats on your new mic. Thank you. What's your opinion of it? Decent? Should I go back to the old one? I think there's a place for both of them. Like if there's like lawn maintenance, I'll like install the old one and then run with the old one. If I'm under ideal conditions, I'll use this one because it seems to be a little bit clearer. People seem to like this one better. I don't know. Jen Karas Prieto, thank you very much for the super chat. During my Pathfinder 2e campaign, a tiny kobold suplexed a big bad hag, and the party beat the hag up with their own cauldron. Damn. That's disrespectful. I love it. Just like the sheer level of disrespect to that hag. It's pretty good. Did they have like a funny one-liner? Did they have like a funny quip while they were like beating her to death with their own cauldron? I don't know. Yoko Shima, thank you very much for the super chat. May I ask 2.5 or 3.5, which do you like most? D&D, of course. I got into it 3rd edition. I played a little bit of 2nd. I was like a child though. I was like a literal child. Like a baby, a babby. And then I started playing seriously 3rd edition. So probably 3rd. 3.5 is different, right? Different. It turned into a different company. That's disrespectful. I love it. Same, but I had the AD&D manuals, which is like the first Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which is just me overpaying to understand Baldur's Gate. Boombot, thank you for the super chat. If you ever run a campaign of D&D, you should run one with the False Hydra. Super cool enemy, you could really mess with the boys. I do think you have to wait until they're like hooked, right? To start messing with them. I do think you have to wait. Not yet. The time is not yet. I think the big mistake that a lot of DMs make is newer DMs is that they go in too early with the trollage before they're into their characters, and then they're just like, well, I don't care if my character dies, right? You have to like lure them in, right? You have to let their characters like shape the world that you're making. You gotta make them feel like they got like real agency in the story that you're telling, and then you can like scare them. Jax, thank you for the super chat. I remember my first D&D campaign. We thought it would be the funniest thing to steal from the local museum with a load of magic items guarded by a white dragon. Long story short, we didn't make it. Was the dragon the owner of the museum? I wonder what the lore is, because I think if you're looking at like the canon lore of 5th edition, the chromatic dragons are evil, right? Like a lawful evil like museum owner. I like it. I like it. Like that one dude you guys were telling me about. There's like a Necron, right? He's like a collector. They're like a collector. What the fuck was his? What's the name? Like that. Trazen? That's like a really cool like setting, right? Ya boy. Watotodile, thank you very much for the super chat. My Kamiyoshi in Christ, I'm here to ease your mind worms. Tell you to stop overthinking things and just have confidence in yourself. It never hurts to ask, better than asking at all. It's true. It's true. It's not even like... It's not even fear of rejection. I think my fear is the other way around. If they were to like straight up just be like, oh, I'm just busy, I don't have enough time, I would be like completely okay with that. My fear is like, if they don't have enough time and they don't want to, but they're too nice to say no, right? And then they're roped into something that they don't want to do. That's even worse than, because I don't like wasting people's time, right? It's a difficult situation, but that's some next level fear. I can't. It's just, yeah. All right. I got a lot on my plate. I think I'll do Zomboid first. See, Zomboid is easy because it's just like open invite. If you boys feel like playing Zomboid, I can make an account for you, but no pressure, right? And then I'll just play by myself, and I'll be completely okay with that, right? So we're gonna do Zomboid first. By the way, don't freaking put it into any of the boys' chats, okay? I swear to Meg, like don't put it into their you leave them alone, right? Don't tell them anything, right? No pressure. So first it'll be Zomboid open invite, and then I'll work my way up to like, you know, TTRPG stuff like that. Just let me like work my way up, right? Next is Cat. Thank you very much for the super chat. Try to introduce a false Hydra for fairly new players. They just felt uneasy, not understanding what's going on, and left the village. The end. I mean, it's good that they're like risk averse, right? Because that means to an extent that they're already like into their characters. The worst thing is when you get like a YOLO player, right? I think as a DM, that's a sign that like you haven't really like immersed them into the world. Like if you get like a YOLO player, which is like, I don't care if my character dies. That's like the worst sign, I think. Yeah. Vesper, what would you call a wizard or mage that casts fishing lines? This is a good, I feel like I'm gonna laugh at this one, but I don't know. Angler? An angler? A pescomancer? What? I call him a Vesper? A netcaster? It's a good one. It's pretty good. Come on. Expert caster. I want to see the answer to that. Fish-based magic. There's a Kickstarter for a fishing module in D&D. How would that even work? You know what I liked? You know what I thought? You know what system that I really liked? It required like tuning because like it was just too easy to win money. Do you remember the gambling system in Tomb of Annihilation? Is it Tomb of Annihilation? Tomb of Horror? No. Tomb of Horrors is the original, right? Do you remember the gambling system in the very beginning of Tomb of Annihilation? I feel like Axel would get a kick out of that. But it needs to be retuned because it's too easy to win money. Dinosaur Racing is so good. Alpha mode activated. Thank you very much for a super chat. It's a late night at the School of Necromancy. There's a house party in one of the dorms. One drunk necromancer hears that jello contains animal matter, tries to resurrect it, and that's how the first slimes were made. Ooh, I like that lore. I like that. That sounds like honestly, that sounds like something that's coming out of Discworld, right? And I like it. I think that person that thought that up, if it's you, you have like a great, that sounds like something that would come straight out of Discworld, right? It's good. Sounds like a Jello-mancer. If you thought that up, like, kudos, like, you have a hell of an imagination. Somebody's birthday? Lucio. Happy birthday. Hey, Vesper, this is my first ever super chat. I haven't been able to catch a stream in weeks. Here's my birthday. Can I get a happy birthday? Lucio, happy freaking birthday. Happy birthday. You made it. Risk of rain, too. Ah. I wish, right? We've already tried. You know who loves that game? Dez. Dez very much loves that game, and he would love to play with the boys. So like, it's unlikely. And please don't get mad, right? Like, nobody's at fault. Sometimes it just doesn't work, right? Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's like, man, I'm just not gonna go down that road. I'm not gonna go down that road. I keep forgetting. Like, I keep forgetting, and I keep responding to everything. I just have to stop responding to, like, I know, right, Sushi? I know. I have to stop. It's like actually gonna get me into trouble. I need to stop. I keep bringing it up. I'm responding to people that are talking about it. All right. There's a difference between that. It's time to stop. Egyptian Gordon Ramsays? What the fuck? Egyptian Gordon Ramsays II? What do you think of Redfall and Jedi Survivor? I haven't played either, but I've seen video gameplay of Jedi Survivor. I heard Jedi Survivor requires like a 4090 and like a blood sacrifice to Mephisto to get you to play. I heard Jedi Survivor is like pushing the boundaries, right? I heard like it has like, it might be like the most hot, like, graphics intensive game, right? It's not just a 4090. You have to give like a pound of flesh to Mephisto, right? And then Mephisto is like, my brothers have escaped you, right? And then you can play the game. Anyway. Captain Sharky, thank you very much for the super chat. Friend made a custom scenario where we went back in time to raise a child to prevent them from becoming the villain we discovered. The plot killed the baby winning the scenario. Huh. I admire the fact that you guys were like extremely, you're like speed running the game, right? I admire your ability to think of the most efficient solution to a problem, to the point. Isn't that just Earthbound? Isn't that an X-Men plot? Hyper efficiency, right? Hyper efficiency. That's Magneto. Astral Voyager, thank you for the super chat. I once had a player who had bitten off the finger of a caramel statue. Then the candy curse was lifted and the farmer was missing a digit. Is that cannibalism? Give me your honest opinion. Don't troll me. Is that cannibalism? They're made of. I'm not gonna do the caramel argument. Just look at it and think about it. Is it cannibalism? It's caramel dancing? Retroactive? Yeah? Yeah, yes? No, because it was caramel at the time. So we found a loophole, right? We found a loophole. Were you watching Dez playing RimWorld? If you didn't, you missed out because he forced one of us to become a cannibal. And it was the funniest part of the entire stream. Just watch him casually force one of his RimWorld settlers to eat somebody. It was the best part of the entire stream. Oh yeah, accident. I'm doing the quotation. I'm doing like the quotation. Yeah. Unsubbing now is what I deserve. I fell asleep before the cannibalism, very excited to see the rest. Yeah. Accidental cannibal. What is Redfall actually? Let's Google it. Let's check it out. What is it? Ah, interesting. Interesting. Don't play it. It's not very good. Why not? Accidental Borderlands with vampires? Okay. We don't speak of it? Looks pretty, plays like garbage. Unoptimized, plays terribly. Oh man. Hold on. Wait for 5 more patches. It ain't getting good reviews. Well, it's been heavily, but if it's been heavily advertised, how come I've never heard of it? Have you ever been magnet fishing? I haven't. Can't say that I have. Give it about a year. Huh. I do love me some Star Wars though. The problem with like a Star Wars video game is that like KOTOR just like takes up a big part of my brain. I don't know if anything will ever be able to top KOTOR. Yeah. Empire at War. Ever been dynamite fishing? No. There's no way. Vesper, can you beat Goku? No. Goku would absolutely destroy me. It wouldn't even be close. It's like, I can't even describe how one-sided it would be. He could destroy like entire planets, right? What about Krillin? Even Krillin might be like beyond my ken, right? Would you fight Goku for the content? I absolutely would. I would. Man, everyone can blow up planets now. It's kind of true. It's like actually kind of true. He loves us. I'm committed to trying to do good stuff within limits, right? I think we'll just I think I can say this in a way that's like safe, right? I had like not an ego check, but I had like a reality check where I realized that like I could try to do like crazy interesting content that's like nobody's ever, well, like people have done it before, but like, you know what I'm talking about, like ambitious content that would require a lot of like setup and a lot of like work, right? But then what that would require is like my manager and like other people that are working at HoloPro to work overtime, right? And I remember working at a 9-to-5 job where like people treated me where it was just like, oh yeah, just work overtime. And like they were treating my time that lightly, right? They were like, oh yeah, you could just work overtime on this project, right? And it's like, no, I want to go home and like sleep and watch TV. And they're like, it's fine, just do overtime. And then like they would just leave. And like they completely didn't care about my time, right? And I don't ever want to be that type of person. And then I realized that I was turning into that type of person. So it's just like, no, you have to respect other people's times. You can't, you know? Yeah. Because if I do interesting, weird stuff, I think it requires somebody to work longer hours. And it's just like, yeah. Right? And so it's just like, what I could do is like, I could do 12-hour streams, right? I could do 12-hour streams. That's how I could show like commitment to the Vesties, right? And I can't do that right now just because we're all, whoo, we got some exciting stuff coming up, but like is requiring a lot of like off-stream work. Yeah. I'll find other ways to spend time with you, right? And it doesn't have to be like crazy stuff. Shinjuku Noir, thank you very much for the super chat. Nice to see you around. Currently, I'm at work on the toilet eating time. Unfortunately, I have to keep the stream muted. Would you be able to type out what the new mic is for DJs like me? It's an unnamed condenser mic. That's all I can say. Ankro, thank you very much for the super chat. Good morning. Considering going back to school, at least taking more certifications. If you have some background, I'm curious if you could still get into IT. You can just look at coding at first. If you did coding, what language? I didn't do coding. I personally think that like if you're looking for like stable work with like a good work to personal life balance, IT is pretty good, right? It's pretty based. I do think that like if you're going to coding, it's gonna like take over your life from what I've seen. Because I have acquaintances that are in IT. I have acquaintances that are in like the developing like software development, and it tends to like take over their life. But IT people are just like they do their work and then they go home. Yeah. IT was definitely more time intensive for me. Really interesting. Huh. Do you do the type of IT that requires you to travel? Do you do the IT that requires you to travel? Yeah, that can be rough. I'm a code monkey and I work like 4 hours a day. You've won. Damn. Yaksha, thank you very much for the super chat. What would it take to make League a regular event on schedules? I'm thinking of doing it once a month as my community game. I'm like thinking about it. Huh, interesting. Is an engineer who lets the code take over his life. I mean, infrastructure type IT means you'll be on call at weird hours. Ah, interesting. I guess I don't have a big enough picture, right? Like, my good friend, my buddy that does IT, he taught me like general like computer hardware stuff, right? We go pretty far back. He has a pretty good work home life balance, and he's not really like doing too much crazy stuff. But I mean, that doesn't mean that like all IT professionals are like that, right? It gives you a good opportunity for jobs. It's hard to strike a balance. I know a medical IT guy who's on call at wild hours and travels. If you have a job that makes you travel, and I know a lot of people have this idea, it's like, oh, traveling for work. It's like awful. It's really bad. It's not like you get a chance to like do tourism stuff, right? Like You're like miserable. You're sitting alone in a hotel room and everything sucks. And then like it just is really bad. Yeah. So I do think that like traveling for IT, the middle of nowhere, yeah. If you have a traveling IT job, that's pretty bad. But my buddy, I don't think he travels. I think he just like does his work and then he goes home. Yeah. Traveling for training courses can be great though. Huh. Huh. But hey, you get to meet new people and look at new places even for a limited time. It's true. But definitely like the loneliness. There's like nothing to do. I don't know. I don't know. Most of my friends in IT don't travel either. Yeah. Yeah. Depends on your outlook. I guess I'm not really much of a traveler, right? K through 12 IT is definitely a different kind of beast, but I've never had more autonomy in my job in my 15+ year career. The loneliness is killing me. I got a trip to Milan. What? Ended on a Friday? What? I mean, you get to go to Milan. It's like Italy, right? That's like ridiculous. That's insanely cool. If it was me, I'd be going to like, I can't say because I don't want to roast like any particular place. There it is. That was the first thing I was thinking of. We're gonna move on because I don't want to talk ill on any place or any person. We're gonna move on. Always has been. Confused EU bestie noise. What was I gonna talk about? There's something I wanted to ask about. Shoot. Collab with Haka. A little bit nervous about that. When you watch a stream like that, what are you guys looking for? What makes it good, right? Do we draw our own thing or do we work on something together? I have no idea like how it works. Banter, chaos, fun banter, just be you. If I'm just being myself, it's just like non-stop Simpsons references and that's it, right? Just draw and talk. Nah, it's just well, we did have a good like 2.5 hour conversation. I will say that. I had a good like 2 hour conversation with Haka like 2 days ago? 2 days ago? That was good. We're here for the endless Simpsons and Team Fortress 2 references. So I do think I could like chat with Haka for like 2 or 3 hours, but there has to be something else, right? There has to be something else. It's not just that, right? What? Kenshin, thank you for the super chat. I had a DM that banned illusion magic. What? Because me and another player used it to RP an encounter he was hyping, was gonna TPK us for 2 weeks. I don't know if I agree with that. I usually don't like to step on the toes of like DMs that like run their own campaign. Used it to RP an encounter he was hyping. TP. I don't know. I think that's a good way to like turn people off from like playing tabletop. Well, we'll leave it at that though. I'm sure maybe, I don't know. Illusion magic is very DM fiat. They don't want to work with it. I get it. Yeah, it's true. Their table, their rules, right? No. No judgment. Maybe they had, I don't know. Maybe they had a reason. I'm not gonna like. I'm still mad about it? Okay. The goal is to have fun, right? What are your thoughts on revival or resurrection magic? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Vesper the Haka collab. I know. Let me catch up. Queso, thank you for the super chat. I work in games, so I get flown to cons. The worst one was I was in a hotel, ordered cookies to my room. Then 2 people pretending to be room service tried to break into my room. It was in Ohio. Oh my god. I don't know how to react to that. I'm imagining you being like, you got your hands up, right? And they're like taking your laptop and you're like, what about them cookies though? Ayo, can I at least get them cookies? I'm kind of hungry, right? I would laugh. I would just be like, you're all right. And I would give you back your laptop. Anyway. I don't know. With Haka? I guess I just want to. Well, that's why you're not a career criminal. It's true. It's true. You can react to the drawings. It's partially like I don't want to contribute. There's always the danger when you're collabing, when I'm collabing with one of the boys, that the collab that I do with him on his channel is the worst stream that he's ever done, right? You just have to like rank Haka's best, his streams like from best to worst. And it's gonna be different for every single person, right? But if it's like somebody's worst stream, it's like, damn, I contributed to that. Think about it. Think about it. So that's the issue, right? And then the second issue is I've never drawn with someone like together, right? So I don't know what the etiquette of that is, right? Like what can I draw? What can't I draw, right? Think about it. No one compares streams like that. It's true. Do you guys understand? Do you guys feel me? I don't know. It's the same reason why like I don't like going to other people's birthday parties, right? Just no IP? Oh, I can do that. I've been like Pavlov trained, like the carrot or the stick to like IP, right? Haka has no filter, you'll be fine. Okay. I can see what you mean. Right? Right? You're really overthinking it? Well, I mean, I think I have a pretty decent track record when it comes to collabs, I think. Pretty okay. It's because I go into it with the intent that like I want to entertain as best as I can, like at a higher rate than I normally would, right? Yeah. You have a decent track record when it comes to overthinking. I mean, what am I gonna do? It just makes me. That's me, right? I wouldn't be me if I didn't overthink things. Yeah. Not so sweet. Thank you very much for the super chat. I have to go brave the outside world and run errands. Please wish me luck. Good luck. Good luck. Man, errands are like tough. How do I get through an errand? I give myself like a I give myself like a carrot on a stick, right? And it's not even like a huge carrot. It's like, what was the latest thing that I did? I wanted like, I wanted a drop net. You know what a drop net is? Like a pier net, right? And they typically cost around like $30 to $40, which is like not too much. But I could never really justify it because I don't think I've ever needed. No, I have needed it. And I was just like, it's like a drop bear. I know what that's referencing. Is that for catching crabs? Yes, but functionally what I would use it for is like if I catch a big old fish on a pier and I'm gonna damage it. Like I'm gonna like, so first of all, the other method that you could use to bring it up, aside from just like Giga Chad, like just like reeling it up, which is not good if it's like that big, right? Is a gaff. Do you know what a gaff is? A gaff is a giant metal hook, and then you throw it down into the water attached to line, and then you like gouge like a hole in the side of the fish, and then you bring it up. That kills the fish. It's dead. You can't release the fish that way, right? It's like, yeah. It kills the fish. So like a pier net or a drop net lets you like net the fish. It's a little more difficult and you need people to help you. But usually if you're fishing on a pier, there's like a bunch of pier rats that are next to you, like people that fish all day, every day. And they'll help you, right? So I think me being me, it was just like, I want to be able to do it by myself and not have to ask anybody for help. But I think a drop net is worth it. So I did errands. And then because I did the errands, I bought a drop net. Yeah. Ever see the clip of the guy who blasted the fish before gaffing it? You mean like... You mean with like a pistol? What the fuck? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. That's insane. That's insane. C Rose, thank you very much for the super chat. Became a member because I saw the membership stream plan for Friday and I just had to join. Super excited to see how you enjoy the movie. I know I'm gonna like it because I love Trigger, right? I love the studio. I'll watch anything. I don't really know why I missed it. I think it was during a phase of my life I was just like too busy, which does happen to me. So I just like missed the wagon. Yeah, they do gaff tuna when they catch them, like on a boat. But from a pier, you can also gaff. It's usually like a big, sharp metal hook, and you attach it to a rope, drop it into the water, and then you line it up and just like yank on the line. A pier gaff like also exists, which I have, but I've never used. I've never had to use it. Yeah. Boombot. Thank you very much for the super chat. I think you're way overthinking the collab. Just be yourself, have fun, draw some apples. You'll have a good time, be confident, we all believe in you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll do my best. Taco, thank you for the super chat. You'll never ruin a stream. Okay. Alright. I'll go in with a little bit more confidence. Ildirin, thank you very much for the super chat. I will now ask every person I see with a drop net and a spear on a pier. If they're Vesper Noir, I will find you. Have you ever seen anybody with a spear on a pier? Have you? All right. I do think there's like a case for being too try-hard. I don't think I should try, because I feel like I would weird out Haka if I went into a bit. Too hard into a bit, right? He would probably just be like, just calm down, just chat. So I'm not gonna go in with a bit. Like, could you imagine? Like, could you imagine if I went in with like, you know, the ghost like headband, the ghost hat, like in like Japanese folklore, there's like a headband with like a little like triangle on top. If I went in and I'm like a ghost and I talk in a spooky voice, it would just like weird him out, right? That's something that I would do. Just speaking a different language for 4 straight minutes. No. I do think that like when it comes to art, there's a lot of like rules. I don't know how to describe it. I have seen the Ghost Stories dub and I love it. Are there like rules to a drawing collab? Are there rules? Like, all right, here's a basic one, right? Here's like a super basic drawing rule that even I would know for a drawing collab, right? Don't draw over their shit, right? Come on, there's gotta be rules. Like, do not draw over their shit. Like, they're both drawing, we're drawing our own stuff. Like, don't draw over their shit, right? Don't draw other IPs, right? So there are rules. Give me the scoop. Give me the scoop. Like, what other rules do we got? Don't be a jerk. Don't be lewd. No IPs. Done. Easy. I have like that's not gonna happen. Yeah. Don't draw anything phallic. See, that's a good rule right there. Do you remember like me playing Power Wash? Do you remember me playing Power Wash? Don't be Axel. Do you guys remember Power Wash? My main fear is if like I lizard brain it. Like I'm looking over at Haka's chat and somebody's like, draw a wee wee, and I just do it like without thinking. See, that's a good thing. See, now I know. Use your layers correctly. I can't use my layers correctly in a solo stream. Matthew, thank you for the super chat and good morning. Have you ever done improv comedy? Seems like you two would have fun talking about bits. I have no training in improv comedy. I have like absolutely no training. But I do think it would probably help as a streamer. It would make my streams even better. Give me more like good general rules, right? That was the good one. The person that told me not to do that, I can... Do you hear me tapping my head? I can internalize that and not do that. What else? Give me more rules. Give me more rules. Don't fart. Done. Done. ABE, always be edging? I don't know. Nah, you got one guide? Of course, Axel's right titty would tell me to draw a ween. Of course. Don't get wasted. I will be dead sober. I will be dead sober. Don't ask about House Mother says she's single. I saw that. I saw that. I was lurking in that stream. Get wasted? I will not get wasted. I'll be dead sober. I've been perceived. No. Come on. Don't one guy me. I'm serious. This is like an anxiety thing. Give me good general rules. Good general rules. Act wasted. See, that's the gigabrain like mindset, right? Don't be wasted, act wasted. Then like you get all of the benefits, the comedic benefits, and none of the risk, right? Don't ever wear loose clothing around heavy machinery. That's a good tip. Are there even rules? Don't talk about edging. Done. It's gone. Be a Florida man. I almost made a bath salt joke. Woo! That would have not been good. Don't operate heavy machinery after medication. Paint bucket ban. Ah, that's a good one right there. No paint bucket, right? You don't want to get the whole freaking... You don't want to get the whole like canvas all like effed up, right? Good call. Good call. That's actually a good one. I appreciate that. No paint bucket. This isn't a rule per se, but people usually draw things related to streamers and not irrelevant to the streamer. Ah, okay. Now this is the way that I act, right? I'm gonna have like a list of things that I want to draw, and then I'll probably give it to Haka. Right? That's just the way that I do it. I think I'm gonna write a list of like things that I might draw and be like, I'm gonna choose from stuff like this. If there's anything that like you're not okay with on your stream, just give me the let me know, and then I'll like cross it off the list, right? No furries. That's the safe way to go. close your lines before paint bucketing? I do nothing. I think I'm just like not gonna paint bucket just to be safe. I think I'm just like not gonna paint bucket at all. It's just like not gonna happen. Why did you sound so disappointed? Yes, furries, ignore that ban. Did buckets kill your parents or something? It's just like like what if like I bucket like a dark navy and then like everything disappears, right? And everybody's like, whoa, what? Who did that? It's like when you're at a party and then like you're like leaning against the wall because you're just like, yeah, I'm unobtrusive, right? And then you lean too hard and then you hit the light switch and then the light turns off. All conversation stops and you quickly turn the light on and then everybody's looking at you, right? That's the equivalent of like when you paint bucket. I get it, you can undo it. You can control Z, I get it, right? But like you can quickly turn the light on at a party too, right? You know what I'm talking about? Right? That analogy was too real, right? Right? Speaking from experience, yeah. I've done that. Yeah. I'm unobtrusive. Do you speak from experience? Yeah. You can't pretend that it's not you because you're the one that's standing next to the light switch, right? As long as nobody's dead when the light comes on, it's all good. What if you gave the opportunity for Colonel Mustard to kill Lady Violet in the drawing room, right? You can always pretend. Say it was a ghost. You can totally pretend that it's not you for the bit. Oh my god, good point. I didn't think about that, right? So you're an accomplice? Exactly. Okay, no bucket. I'm gonna give him a list of stuff that I'm planning on drawing, right? I think he said that like other people were invited. He's handling everything, but I think he said that like I don't remember. I should keep my mouth shut just in case like I got it wrong, right? Basically, he's running the show. I just need to show up and be ready to draw and chat. Something like that, right? A true streamer always sprinkles when he tinkles. Cruel House, thank you very much for the super chat. Words of wisdom, words of wisdom. Blue Mantis, thank you for the super chat. If I turned the light off, I would simply walk away in the dark and relocate to an inconspicuous place. You are... You're like an evil genius. That's like incredible. That's like the most gigabrain. That's incredible. When you don't have ideas, draw feet. What? No. No, I will not draw feet. Don't listen to that man. The golden rule? And draw feet? Well, first off... Okay. I'm imagining a bit situation where Blue Mantis does that. They walk off, right? And then somebody's like, oh, I think Blue was next to the light switch. Blue, can you turn on the light switch? And then you hear a... And that person gets like garroted, right? But then like that you've already lost the game because people have already like heard him say that, right? I don't know. You just lost the game? Thank you for reminding me. I had to learn how to draw feet in art school, so I had a whole folder of feet reference pics. And I was mortified that someone would find it. Oh man, I have a great idea for like a business now. But it would require you to like get so into it that you have to get accredited, right? Well, maybe you don't have to get accredited. I don't know. Okay. It's an art school where you only draw feet. It's an art school where you only draw feet. And then it gives people that are into that to have a reason to have like everything related to that, right? It's like, no. It's for school. It's for school. Absolutely not. It's for research. Stop cooking? Disgusting? And a reason to lock them all up? Thanks, bro. I'll give you a cut. Think about it. Why am I here? The darkest timeline. It's just for research, right? Yeah. If you keep joking about liking feet, it won't be a joke anymore. Well, I mean, I don't like anything, right? I'm like actually canonical mechanicus, right? The weakness of my flesh disgusts me. It does. Now a robot foot. Now you're talking. Now a robot foot is just kind of like, all right, tell me more. See, I don't really understand like humanoid robots. I think I've said this before on a stream. Like, I distinctly remember like a collab with the boys, right? To me, the ideal and most beautiful robot is like a floating metal box with like guns sticking out on all ends, right? Like, why would you make a humanoid robot? It's just like a floating metal box with like guns sticking out in all directions. Like a Mr. Gutsy, right? Think about it. To me, the ideal robot is a Mr. Gutsy. Yeah. That's like peak performance, right? Stand back, cancel. Like an AT-AT walker. That's still kind of humanoid, right? It's still kind of humanoid. Counterpoint, Gundam. True. True. Coach said, thank you for the super chat. Yanlo Anthony, thank you very much for the super chat. Don't encourage people to send a strange piece of art to Yago. It'll happen and you will feel really guilty. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Oh my god. Curio bot is greater than the flesh bags, right? Curio bot greater than Clop bot. Clop bot is more like a... We have to get into like the deep lore, right? Because now we're going to like Soma territory, right? The implication is that Clopbot used to be like biological, right? And then he shed the disgusting filth of his flesh, right? Right? That's the question. How much of Clopbot is still flesh? It might just be like full mechanical, but once had the brain of like a biological, right? Or is Clopbot like full AI? Think about it. Clopbot was birthed, not created. Can I get a detailed ref sheet? Right? It's tough. We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. If you draw Magni, don't forget the beauty mark. I always forget the beauty mark. I always freaking forget. Always. The ship of Theseus, I love that. It's good. We have to think about it. I'm gonna force you to think about it. Gui, thank you for joining the Bachelors. Hello, hello. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. I think Clopbot, my headcanon is that Clopbot is now fully mechanical, but he was once like flesh, right? Will you draw Morph LaRoche? I kind of want to draw Morph LaBoat, which is like a roach shaped and themed boat. Would you get on the Morph LaBoat? Right? Morph LaBoat? The Roche boat? You would? Oh god. I would get on the boat? Hell yeah. We're on the same LaRoche. Only for the bit. In Venice, had that rat-shaped boat. Adajobi, thank you very much for the super chat. Say you're a boss in a boss fight up against a random party. Who do you go after first? And because it's you, I have to ask, has this happened IRL? Okay. You're talking about like if I was like a D&D boss, right? If I was a D&D boss, right? It depends on my skill set, right? It depends on my skill set. So for example, like if I have like heavy damage, right? Yeah, you want to get the healer down first, right? I would argue though that like if you've got like a mind control ability, you hit the tank, right? If you have like a mind control ability, you hit the tank. Or for like maximum trollage, you hit the controller, right? You hit the wizzy boy. You hit the wizard. You hit the one that can dispel. Reverse healing. Hit the buffer. I do think make them kill their best DPS, right? You could do all sorts of like really cruel things without like having to resort to like you know, dealing heavy damage and then bringing them down. I think like the first level of being a DM is like the fear of them going down, like the fear of death, right? But then like if you advance as a DM and you're willing to like really get inside their heads, you can do that without downing them, right? Like making them kill each other, making them hit each other is like the funniest thing. It's good. It's good. You sick man. A PK is temporary. Mental scars are forever. Exactly. Exactly. Lord Monkey, thank you very much for the super chat. Cyborgs can be fully mechanical and are still cyborgs, so as long as your mind or consciousness is human, it's a cyborg. See, Major Modoko Kusanagi is true. So Clopbot in my head is still like a cyborg, not like, yeah. What else would I do if I was like a not a raid boss, but like a final boss in all right, so if there's like a Vesper boss and the Vesties are like a Dragon Quest crew with like a hero and like a cleric and stuff like that, and they're fighting me, what would I do to mess with them? PK means player kill. Player kill. You kill a player. And then TPK is the total player kill, which is a party wipe. Yeah. What is a vestie? A miserable little pile of secrets. Have at thee. Okay. I'm PKing your toonies right now. Okay. Okay. A villain that has a legendary action that lets him switch places with another creature, such as a PC, while being attacked. Have fun. That's a good one right there. That's really good. I also like when I'm creating a boss, I like giving them a magic item and having them use it. And then it teaches the players like why it's good. I don't like a general like magic item. I like weird magical items, right? So like I would give myself a magical item, right? Have you seen the D&D movies yet? I saw the new one. I did. It was good. Define weird? Okay. Okay. Immovable rod is like good. Yeah. As a DM, I hate the identify spell. It takes a lot of fun out of it. Man, 5th edition players never freaking use the identify spell. First of all, when you try to tell them that they need to have like a pearl, they're like they complain, right? These young bloods, they just refuse to get the pearl, right? Then the other thing is that like they expect it to just be identified. Come on. They won't even take the like focus on it over a short rest. They won't even take that. They're just like, just tell me what it is. They keep forgetting, right? Old man yells at cloud. Exactly. A pearl isn't even that expensive. It's 100 gold. Come on. Can you identify a pearl? If it's like shiny and smooth, it's a pearl. So like I hold up like a rock. This is a pearl. 100 gold in this economy? Come on, come on. Come on. So I'll give you like an example, right? There's like a weapon. There's a weapon that like can destroy any object that's not like alive. So you could use it to destroy someone else's weapon, which is kind of cool. But then there's a lot of like weird stuff that goes into it, right? Yeah. Think about that. Then it becomes like a race. They're just like walking through, like, just imagine like a guy, like you're fighting an enemy and then they've got like a weapon in their hand, like a sword, and then like whatever that sword hits, if it's not like flesh, if for example if you block it with your own weapon, your weapon will shatter, right? Which is like the beginning of, I'm thinking of it from like the beginning of like Game of Thrones. Not Game of, is it Game of Thrones? Is that the first one? A dagger of healing, like a rust monster, something like that, right? It's good. It's a little bit more interesting. And then when you kill that boss and then you take their weapon, then it's kind of like, I know why this weapon was so annoying, right? Yeah. Modern players don't realize how fun tracking encumbrance and identifying magic items can be, right? Right? And don't drink don't drink it. If you haven't identified it, do not drink it. For the love of God, if you have not identified the potion, do not drink it. Don't drink it. If one of your party members does that, they have to be punished. You have to teach them why they should. Nah, I chug it. But it's red. Surely it will heal. How else do you identify it? But it's purple. Chug it or no balls. Listen, Axel is the least likely party member to drink it. He's actually like quite the careful tabletop player, which I respect. What about a little lick? Demise Avalon, thank you very much for the super chat. Can you identify whether this is rice or not? This is your test to be the rice president of HOLOLIVE? I can't tell, so I don't think I should be the rice president. Maybe like the rice CTO? I don't know. Rivs, thank you very much for the super chat. For Magma, section off your art. Don't use too many layers. There's a layer limit per board. Don't click the phone on the chat because it pings everyone. Have fun. That's a good... Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I've never used Magma before, so now I know don't click the... Yeah, okay. Good tips. Good tips. I might just go back to like I might just go back to like MS Paint mode, right? I might just do like MS Paint mode and just do like one layer, like a smooth brain, one layer, just to be safe, right? I would rather the art be bad and not like step on anyone's toes than like, yeah. Draw badly so Haka's drawings look better. What? Dr. Wowie, thank you very much for the super chat. Cursed stream idea, logic trap. A band of intellect that's cursed condition only procs when you use the identify spell on it. Huh. Huh. What's the curse condition? What's the curse condition? I mean, what does it do? That's cruel. That's so cruel. Feeble mind? No. Feeble mind. It blinds you. Oh my god. Hold on. We could think of a more unique curse condition. Hold on a second. It makes you speak in rhymes. It turns you into a baby. No. Hold on. What if the second person that touches it gets it? Curse for an item. Mummy rot is a classic. You can only speak in onomatopoeia. Who speak? The curse of left-handedness. Curse turns you into Vesper. Like you just have like incredible anxiety. Okay. It's a very sinister curse. Alright, so the thing is like the trick to a good curse is that like it doesn't make them feel like their character got weaker. It's just really annoying, right? Because I do think the quickest way to turn someone off of like tabletop is when like they feel like their character has been like unfairly like weakened beyond like, so it just has to be annoying, right? The curse of uncontrollable gas, and you know, there's a curse in Pathfinder 2nd edition that can permanently turn enemies into a clown. To some people it like buffs them, right? It's like a buff. The curse of minor inconveniences. Permanent battle. Makes them think they have a 20 in charisma. Curse of the honk. All right. How about this one? Cause functionally, like, it doesn't change, right? And like, it requires the DM to be like 100% honest, right? But like, I think functionally, if you're looking at like probabilities, it doesn't really change it, right? What if like every time they roll a 1 or a 20, the DM has to flip a coin behind the DM screen, and the coin flip determines whether it was like a crit or not. A crit, or a critical hit, or a critical miss. So they just have like no idea. So it removes like the fact that like they should be happy about a 20, right? You can still crit, it's just confusing. The curse of Harvey Dent. Exactly. That's evil as fuck. Right? Blue Mantis, thank you for the super chat. Druid resource management question. How would you as a DM handle finite components required for a spell like Moonbeam over the course of a campaign? Several seeds of moon seed plant and obelisk. Alright, I think most DMs just use like money, right? It converts money straight over, which is like a good like, it's a good modern workaround. A lot of people just don't. Yeah. But I like it. I would personally roleplay and just like have like a crap ton of like reagents in my bag. That's just what I would do. I mean, I used to carry like little beetles around as a warlock, so that I could tap them with my hex, right? Just freaking try hard, right? Oh my god. What a stupid little tryhard I was. Anyway, Vesper's toe jam sandwich. Thank you for the super chat. Curse where your hands turn into feet. Now that is like a devious, like, oh my god. Naurus, thank you very much for the super chat. Curse of increased chance of getting an angry super. Why are you angry? I do think that decent stream length. I think I should focus on getting my stuff done, because I'm itching for like a 12-hour stream. I just have to prioritize getting my stuff done. I can do it. I can get my stuff done, and then I can go back to being like a long streamer. Curse of luck. Maxed out luck, but all stats are heavily debuffed to the point of uselessness. That's just battle, right? That's literally just battle. Curse of free super. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you. He craves being in his streamer chair for 30 hours. That's my dream, man. I would love to just... Damn. What do I want to do? I want my Zomboid stream to be a 12-hour stream. That would be kind of cool. I woke up after falling asleep. Have you ever heard of the grog of substantial whimsy? No, I thought not. It's not something the Jedi would want me to know. Right? What chair are you using? Dude, a World of Warcraft 12-hour stream? There's so much potential. Zomboid, World of Warcraft. Just like a lot of good streams to play. I want to finish up like New Vegas, right? All of the New Vegas like DLC, right? A 12-hour art stream? Oh man. Can you get attacked by many people at once? Right? Please, no, not WoW, please. Listen, Ice Cream, I did promise if the leader of our World of Warcraft expedition has internet issues and he can't stream, then I will stream. But other than that, I will not stream. And if like Maki can stream, then I won't, right? 12-hour WoW run will be a BRD. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then you get to the end, and then a hand of justice drops, right? And then the hunter takes it. Could you imagine? That's like peak World of Warcraft classic. You get to the end, you kill the king, and then he drops a hand of justice, and then the hunter yoinks it, right? Just ban all hunters. Ashbringer for the warlock. For those of you that that's a reference that you might not have like understood. Hand of Justice is a disgustingly good blue trinket. It's not even a purple, right? And what it does is it gives you attack, right? It gives you AP, it gives you attack power, but it also gives you a chance for multi-hit, which is only for melee weapons, right? It gives you a chance at melee multi-hit, right? Which is like good. It's like best in slot all the way up until like probably AQ40, right? Beyond? I don't even know. It's basically good like all the way up. And like a hunter gets nothing from it because it's only for like melee attacks. Hand of Justice is like a coveted, bro, I'm a warrior, I need all the loot, I'm gear dependent. The funniest thing was like a raid fury warrior that's wearing all leather, and the rogues just like hate the guy, right? I remember that. I remember like a lot of guild drama based around like the fury warriors that were scooping up all the leather, right? Do you remember that? And the rogues were just like, you got the onslaught girdle, we can't use the onslaught girdle, just be happy with that. Just be happy with that. Yeah. Like a BDSM warrior, right? Yeah. Ruben Ibarra, thank you for the super chat. Have you ever heard of hardcore WoW trend going on? If you die, you delete the character. Ruben, I heard a rumor that they're adding hardcore realms, right? Because I think there's like something in the works for like classic WoW. There's something in the works that like they're like keeping they're keeping it like low key. And a lot of people I've heard are hoping for like a hardcore realm, which would be like super cool. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's a rumor only, don't get excited, but I think it's been confirmed that there's like something in the works for classic, right? Can I get like the people that are more into WoW, like there's like something there, right? I think like developers themselves have like tweeted about it or put it in the WoW forums, the Blizzard forum. Yeah, they're cooking, right? So even if it is not that, like they're cooking for classic, which is like heck yeah. Meta, thank you for the super chat. Ended up giving retail WoW another try since the last Zatsu. It's pretty good. Just took a while to make the UI look like classic. Starting to feel like an old man who hates change. We don't hate change, we just fear it, right? Speaking of WoW, have you seen the video WoW's Darkest Secret? No, can't say that I have. I detest change. Now what I would have loved is a level 60 Karazhan. Oh man. If they add like select 10-man raids, oh, that would be so good. That would be incredible. Chess is the hardest encounter. What are your thoughts on Legends of Zelda? I can't say that I'm super into Zelda. I played Ocarina. I played Wind Waker. I didn't finish any of the other Zelda games. But I've liked every Zelda game that I've played. And I've said something before and I got like roasted for it, right? But it's because I was a kid, right? I was like literally a child, right? When I was a kid, I didn't like Majora's Mask. But I do think it was because I was too stupid to understand. It was beyond my ken, right? I know it's blasphemy. I know it's a good game. It's just I was a stupid kid and I didn't understand as a kid. But I do think it's like it's aged well, right? I think it's aged well. It's just like not made for, it's not made for like smooth brain kids. Like if you liked it as a kid, you were more intelligent than your peers, right? And if you were an adult, you probably liked it. Yeah. You appreciate more as you age. Yeah. So I do think I need to go back and like revisit. I still don't like it. Really? Damn. Aged gentleman. I still don't like it. Fair, fair. I was like 11 when it came out and I tried so hard. Majora's Mask Stream 1. Probably never. Probably never. Yo, Final Fantasy 6. Who's my favorite Final Fantasy 6 character? Probably the brothers, right? Probably 7 more, but I did like Edgar. I thought the brothers had like a really cool, like, I don't know. Kefka! You're insane! Yo, Battle is Kefka? Battle is Kefka? Damn. Battle is Kefka would be lit. Battle is too pathetic to be Kefka. Oh my god. You know what I like? But I feel like it's become fashionable to kind of like dunk on. I still kind of like 7. Right? It definitely had issues. 7 definitely had issues. But I thought it was good. I'm gonna like give you a little bit of like the deep family lore. Nobody in my family really plays video games. None of them watch anime. They're not into that. They're all like career people. But I got country music legend Jimmy Noir to play 7 and he liked it. It's one of the only games he's ever liked. He liked Final Fantasy 7 and he liked Counter-Strike. Those are like the... Oh, and he played a lot of Halo. He got really good at Halo. I think that's it. So it's like Halo, Counter-Strike. You understand why like a Giga Chad like Jimmy Noir would like those 2 games, right? But then he also liked Final Fantasy 7. It's good, it's just overrated. I kind of agree with that. Yeah. I got my normie bro into CS2, right? Right? But like the curveball is that like he also really likes 7. Like to this day, if I asked him like, who's the dude with the gun arm? He would be like, oh, Barrett. And he would know that. He never played any other Final Fantasy, just 7, and he liked it. The biggest problem with 7 is that it's 25 years old. The biggest problem with Vesper Noir is that he's 28 years old. And he knows all the names of the old gods. Yeah. Kefka is the best Final Fantasy villain, though. He's the only one that actually succeeded with his plans. It's true. It's true. He did succeed. Thank you for the super chat, Reeve. Thank you, thank you. Can you have something be good and overrated at the same time? I feel like it has to be good to be overrated, right? Does he know about the remake? Now, this is going to be controversial, right? I think remake was PlayStation 4, right? Not 5? I think he bought the console just to play the remake, and he didn't like it. I think he bought the console just to play the remake, and he didn't like it. I think he got to the end, and he was like, this is not where it ends. This is not even halfway through the game, right? I think he was like, yeah. Is that a big spoiler? I don't know if it's a big spoiler, but like, remake is a mixed bag, especially the end. I think he liked it okay till the end. Yeah, it was advertised like that. I understand, but you have to keep in mind that like Jimmy didn't. Jimmy's not a gamer, so like Jimmy didn't like go to any website or anything. I think Jimmy saw like the preview, right? He saw like a commercial and he saw the graphics, and then he's like, cool. Oh, I have to buy a PS4 to play it. And then he bought a PS4, and then yeah. Like he's not a gamer, so he doesn't know like the inner work. Yeah, he went in blind. Yeah. Which I get like is kinda his fault. I get it. Going in blind is like not a good idea, but yeah. It's tough. I do think that like it's objectively a good game, right? Yeah. Anyway, forgive my brother. He doesn't know. He's not a gamer, right? He's too busy making country music. No! The Giga chat is like, no. You, on the other hand, what? I've never played it. I haven't played the remake. Forgive Jimothy. He knows not what he's done. Unsubbing by association. He lacks critical information. It's gonna be 3 hours. Alright. Are any of the boys streaming right now? Give me intel. Are any of the boys streaming right now? Oh my god, Advance Wars. Nope. I guess I just have to stream then. Rika Senpai. Rika Senpai? Do I have the permissions to redirect into Rika Senpai? Oh, wait, should I? Can you guys be polite? Play on in 3 hours. I just joined. He hates me. I don't hate you. Invalid username. I didn't say I'm definitely gonna end the stream. I'm just like looking. He hates us. I do think that like a remake that is like too faithful gets like other types of people that are like complaining, right? Sir, you insult my civility asking if we might behave. I don't know. I don't know. He feels indifferent about me. All right. I'll stick around. I think my favorite remake might have been Soul Silver, right? What was the other one? Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Do you know why I like that? Because Voltorb Flip is the most insanely addictive game ever, and it's better than just doing like a freaking slot machine, right? Voltorb Flip was a game in of itself. My game like hit a freaking wall, and that wall was Voltorb Flip, and I was just playing Voltorb Flip for like 80 hours, right? That's a remake right there. That's a damn remake right there. I spent so many hours on Voltorb Flip. Yo, the card game in 9. What was it called? No. Tetramaster was the Final Fantasy 11 one. What was it called again? Ah, shoot. What was it called? Was it Tetramaster? What was the game? Triple Triad, that's what it was called. Triple Triad. Wait. If Tetramaster was 9, then what was the game in 11? Tetramaster is both 9 and 11. Ah, okay. There you go. Triple Triad was 8. What about, oh no, I'm a Triple Triad addict at 14. Do you guys remember the... In Final Fantasy 11, there was like a... Yeah. Very few people played it, but if you did play it, it was pretty addictive. 11 was definitely Tetramaster, I promise, yeah. Very few people played that game. It was pretty good though. God, get me out of Triple Triad. What was I looking up? Shit, I got distracted by Tetramaster. I got completely distracted. In Final Fantasy 14, if you collect the first 312 cards, you get a card mount. Girl Saku got that mount. Advertisement fault to me. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I wanted to look up Ika Senpai if I have like permissions to redirect. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. We'll hang out. We'll hang out. No. Unfortunately, I don't. Do not bother him. Please don't. We can hear your mouse scrolling wheel. You could probably hear me cracking my knuckles too, which is a bad habit. And for some people, it's an unpleasant noise. It's just what I do. I'm like a knuckle cracker. Yeah. Please do it again. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it on command. You can hear your bones creaking? Crispy sounds. Yo. I wrenched my neck to crack my neck, which is very bad. Don't ever do that. You can F up a nerve, right? But that's just something that my entire family does. It's probably just like a learned associated thing, and it can get really loud. It can get really, really loud. So maybe with this new mic, you'll hear it. I do that a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like where you move your neck this way, and then you just quickly move it the other way, and then it makes a very loud cracking noise. I do that. People that are like in the greater audience probably haven't seen this before, but I do like art streams for membership content. And then I every time I do an art stream, it's like my goal is to be like Dez. He's like the pinnacle of artist for me. Like I want to be able to draw art as good and as expressive as he does, and as quickly as he does, right? He's got like all three of them, right? Good, expressive, and quick. You usually have to pick two, right? But he does like all three. And then like everybody in my chat is like you're gonna have to like change your mindset if you want to be like this, because you just, I'm drawing the same line over and over and over and over and over again, and they're like, Ves, just move on. I do think though that like the pipe that I'd made, do you guys want to see my pipe? The pipe took me like 4 hours, and the hat only took me like an hour, right? So I think I just need to like give up and just be like, I just need to get it done, because I was like, it was like 3 in the morning, and I was like, I have a stream tomorrow, I just have to get it done. The pipe took way too long. Old man got pipes. Let me show you the pipe. The pipe took way too long. There you go. It took way too long. I love how you colored the pipe. Thank you, Jizz. Thank you. Elementary, my dear Noir. You guys want to see my pipe? No, Tharja. I know. No. Like my actual pipe that I use to smoke tobacco. I don't actually smoke. You just showed your pipe to 1,800 people. That's my pizza. Thank you very much for the super chat. Glad to catch one of your streams live before I head to Japan for 2 weeks. Yo, hopefully it's a vacation. I mean, it's still pretty cool if it's for work, but man, vacation? Can't wait to catch up to all your cool VODs when I get back. Yeah, have a good trip. Stay safe. Stay safe. I'm not laying the pipe. Stop. Deranged streamers show pipe on stream. Not clickbait. Actually clickbait. Acceptable casualty. Thank you very much for super chat. Okay, let's talk art, right? I want to talk art. First of all, this is like a direct copy. It's like actually like, if I showed you the reference image, it's like, that's like literally exactly that pipe. So there's no artistic originality. I just wanted a pipe asset. So like I didn't trace because I had the reference image. Oh shit, I knocked my new mic. Oh yeah, I drew it, yeah. If you Google like tobacco pipe and then go to the Google image search, I think you'll be able to see it. It's like, you'll be like, Ves literally just copied that pipe. How is the pipe floating? It's in my mouth. And then I bought a pipe. I bought an actual smoking pipe from Amazon so I could keep it in my mouth and then I could make the noise, right? I was gonna pack it with like oregano and like make the like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the sucking noise, like when you're like taking a drag from your pipe, when I was doing my like dredge stream, but it didn't arrive in time. And I don't think it's gonna arrive tomorrow, which is when I'm finishing up dredge. It's all about the bit, right? It's all about the bit. And then I would be talking with the pipe in my mouth. So like, I would be talking like this, right? Hold on, let me get like a pen. I would have to talk like this. Like a sea captain that's got like a pipe in his mouth, right? And then I would take a drag, I'd be like, ah, yes. The sea is a harsh mistress. Yar, right? Yeah. Use the pipe for reading Popeye Noir. That's unsanitary. You might get a mouth sour. It's true. It's true. But you know what? That's what I gotta risk for my content. I also I mean, there's no way I could do it because I can't sing, right? I'm like very bad at it. But I wanted to do oh shoot, what was it called? Oh my god, what was that play called? Hold on. I wanted to do an HMS Pinafore bit, right? You know what I'm talking about? I was gonna like cap off the dredge stream by doing like an HMS Pinafore bit, right? But like that's like super copyright, right? Like I can't do that. Like in The Simpsons, exactly. Poor little Buttercup, right? Poor little Buttercup. Very well. I shall send you to heaven before I send you to hell, right? I'm the very model of a modern major anime man. Anyway. Yar, that be handsome Pete. He be dancing for nickels. Oh, not a quarter, he'll be dancing all day. Oi, Pete, you got a customer. Oh my god. I thought so little, I know what that, yeah. Anyway, that's what goes through my. That's just way too much effort because I've never. Alright, spoiler alert. Like I've never seen HMS Pinafore. Like I only know it because of The Simpsons. So it would require me to like watch a play that is like more or less not out of print, but like it's not in, you know. Dude, Morden Solis, I remember that. Dude, Mass Effect. Ah, just do the Simpsons version. The Scientist Solarian cover. I am the very model of a Scientist Solarian. Nora Shepherd playthrough. Oh man. That's definitely gonna be like a 24-hour banger, right? Not a 12. You can't do a 12-hour stream of like Mass Effect. It's gotta be like the 24-hour banger, right? If we ever get to play it. If we ever get to play it. As a subset of biology. Can we ever do a Simpsons watch along, or is that a no-no? I think watch alongs are like, you can do what you want, right? As long as you don't show like any part of it, or you don't hear any part of it, right? I wanted to do a listen along, Sudan, of that one 6-hour like music video on YouTube of like what it's like to have Alzheimer's or something, right? And it like progressively gets creepier and creepier. I wanted to do that. So like a 6-hour Zatsudan where we're just chatting and it's getting like Jesus Christ. The caretaker, yeah. Do you know why? I've never actually listened to the whole thing. I click through it, right? I click through it and listen to it getting creepier and creepier, and I think, nah, right? But I think it would be funny if I forced you guys to listen to the whole thing, right? 6 hours of that. Think about it. You will not listen to it on stream. Well, it'll be a listen along, so like you won't hear it. You'll have to listen to it. Yeah. I used to listen to part 1 all the time. I didn't know. Watch along of 10 hours of silence periodically broken by a falling pipe. Exactly, Tharja. Exactly. I already listened to it once all the way through. It's a pain. You have godlike patience. How? More unhinged than a sliding door? Come on. Okay. I get it. It's like not pleasant, but what if I thought about a bit that made that listen along a must like watch, right? I get it. By itself, you'd be like, that's a pass, right? But what if I gave you like an offer that you couldn't refuse, right? Like, I don't even know. Like, what could I offer to the Vesties that would be like, okay, I'll watch it? I love you, but if that's what I'm thinking of, please no. Yeah. A 4090? I'm not gonna give every single person that listens to it a 4090. It's not gonna happen. A 5090. I spit on my monitor. A 3080 Ti? No. I think it's an interesting piece of art, but nobody can watch the whole thing, right? Because it's just like the music is like scary. In of itself, like it gets like pretty scary, especially like if you can hit the transitions right from one song to another, because everybody just like clicks through it and then they're just like, I'm scared, and they don't like listen to the whole thing, right? Okay. A supreme brick signed by country music legend Jimmy Noir. It's a cursed thing. It sounds like a challenge. People click through it. I click through it. It's super effective at being uncomfortable and settling, but like rough. Yeah. Are you starting to slip? A little bit. Give us a hug at the end. A hug? Putting my vote in to watch The Room. I heard that Mad Lad is making another one. No. My favorite part is like the super awkward football like catch game that they're playing. Do you remember that? That like incredibly awkward game of catch football, right? They're not even playing football. What is that? Dude! Neil Breen. Neil Breen. I don't think I'll ever do, I'm sorry for the people that want it. I don't think I can ever do that. How do I describe it? Do it or no balls? I guess I just have no balls then, right? Acceptable casualty. Thank you for the super chat. How's your HOLOLIVE? It's good. It's good. I think I'm reaching like a good balance of like, I know I have a good like big picture vision of when I'm asking for too much, and I think I'm learning how to like work. I'm learning how to work in a way where like, cause man, so many hardworking people behind the scenes, but we don't want them to work like so freaking hard that they can't like go home and like rest and like eat, right? So I don't want to put too much work on them. It's just like an acceptable amount of like, hey, can you do this for me? And they'll be like, yeah, sure, Ves. And then they do it, and then they can go home and have a fulfilling like life where they're just hanging out at home and resting, right? I can't. The storm, that would like kill me, right? That would kill me. Steven Ramos, thank you very much for the super chat. You should make some fanfic and recount it to stream, and then progressively remove details to the story as you progress through the No, that would be like on a different freaking level, man. Oh my god. I did think about doing like a Tina Belcher bit, but I do think people wouldn't realize that it's a bit, and they would be like, hey Vesper, that's not cool, like you shouldn't write fic about real people. I thought about doing like a Tina Belcher bit, but then I realized that people like would take it as me being serious, so I just decided not to, right? No, not fan fiction, friend fiction. Sushi, you missed the important part of that bit. Friend fiction. See, that is like a legitimately funny bit that I would do, but like, I mean, come on, you cannot deny that there would be people that like don't understand that it's a bit, and they would think that I'm doing something that's not cool, right? And I get it. Like, no matter what I do, there's gonna be like 50 people that are like, hey, that's not cool, and I just have to get over that. But like, I also think that they kind of have a point, right? Right? Toropi, Ohio. Axolotls made out steamily. That bit was just like, is that okay? Dementia gaslighting sounds like a Germa bit. Oh my god. So many great ideas, so little time, right? You would have to make it very clear that it's a joke, or tag it with a It's just cleaner like not to do it, I guess, right? We're used to it. Vesties, what are vesties? Yeah, that was a thumbnail. Oh my god. Woo. Okay. Huh. What if I played Dredge? I'd have to start a new stream. No. I have to get work done. Dang it. God dang it. A warning sign. I'm like thinking, I mean, if none of the boys are streaming, right? Like literally, it's pretty rare for like no Tempest member to be on, right? Gorilla Dredge. I like the idea of like passing the torch, but like nobody gotta get to 15 on WoW for tonight. This man would be streaming till the next boy streams. I mean, you just gotta, right? Not true, you're on. Dika Senpai, I actually don't think I can. I literally don't think I can. Gorilla. I gotta catch up to y'all in WoW. Yeah, I'm 15, but I need to get the quests done. Which, by the way, I was like chatting to someone. I probably shouldn't do that. I probably should not do that. Because it's all like the favoritism stuff, right? But I just can't help it. I don't like ignoring people. So somebody says howdy while I'm in WoW, like I have to say howdy back. Ah, that's not good. That's not good. Wow. Gorilla. I hope. Let me check. Let me check. Let's go ahead and ping. Not ping, but like just say. Okay. Man, RimWorld. Ooh. Yo! It's Monkey Bacon, the Tempest Uber driver. Protect us from PvP content. I have intel that says that PvP content is on the grind, and he's like way above us. I have intel that like he's gonna destroy me. I should get some work done. If Bettel still has internet issues, then I will stream World of Warcraft. That'll be like last resort. Super last resort. I have intel that says Smelly. PvP content is working hard to become the WoW version of a Drugger Deathlord. Trying to stay near your level from what he told me, but he has good gear. Oh no! Did some madman put fiery enchant on his Wingblade? Could you imagine? Wingblade fiery enchant. Just like absolutely destroying us. Did you guys throw that artist a crumb of retweet? That art like gave me 2 straight minutes of joy, and I still smile when I think about it. And I know it seems like I dislike Bettel because I like art of him getting garroted. I don't want him to get garroted, alright? I just think it's funny. There's a big distinction between the two, right? There's a big distinction between the two. Clowns can't die, exactly. Just like the battalion. I don't hate Bettel. I don't. I'm gonna go look at it again. The tongue! His tongue is like squared. It's so good. The tongue and his eyes are bugging out. I can hear Bettel's voice. PvP content! It's too good. Okay. Why is Vesper's Bettel impression perfect? It's not perfect, but I think it's serviceable because I watch more of the boys than you think I would. I do chat. I'm afraid of like, because I do think that like each guy deserves his own like alone time with his fan base. So I try not to chat too much. I probably already chat too much, but I do watch. Both me and like Maki, we watch a lot of people, like more than you would think. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a lurker by heart. Exactly. Don't fanbase NTR. I think I'm the only one that calls it Maki. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I chat moderately, like just enough. I don't know. Sometimes too much. If you host battle, you should totally shout to battle stations before you host. It's good. I thought he didn't like Maki? Really? I don't think I have favorites, but I do really like him. No? Why would you? What? It's nice to see you being supportive. He says that others call him that? Yeah. Ah, they're referring to the name. Yeah, he's not too crazy about it. I think he prefers Flay, right? Yeah. It's my Type Moon buddy. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know. But it's like, do you ever have like a grandpa that calls you like a name and you're like, Grandpa, I don't like that name. And then he's like, oh, sorry. Like legitimate like regret. And it's like, oh man, I'm sorry. But he just forgets because he's like an old man. That's me. I'm like the grandpa that keeps forgetting that you don't like the nickname that you had as a kid, and you're like 21 and you're finishing college. I still call you like, yeah. World of Warcraft? No, I have to get work done. Vesper, if you had to build a computer today, would you go with Ryzen 9 or i9 13th gen? I do think that, all right, I'm like a Ryzen guy, right? But I gotta say, like the 13th gen, I do think it's like, if you're just going for like maximum like performance, I do think it's better. I think if I was like recommending somebody to build a computer and then they wanted like maximum performance, they should probably go with like the i9. But I do love me some Ryzen. I think the reason why I would still go with Ryzen, can I level with you? And I think even people that are like all in on Intel can agree with me on this, right? I think people that are all in on Intel can agree with me on this, right? If you get a Ryzen chip, like that platform is good for like 5 generations, right? If you get a Ryzen chip, you know that like that platform is good for like 5 generations. Intel is like every 2 generations, they like completely get like a new socket, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. That being said, like I'm the type of cheapskate that like only upgrades like once every 5 years. So that like literally has no relevance to me. But I do think that like that's a consideration to have, right? I do have to say that if I was building for a friend, like if Haka and I put our heads together and we're building Haka, or like Axel, I think Axel, God, if there's anybody that deserves a fucking 4090, cursing. If there's anybody that deserves a 4090, it's like freaking Axel, right? We need to get that boy a 4090 because I watched him play Apex with a PNG and it's like, my darling baby boy, like you need a 4090 so you could yeah, we need to get him a 4090. Oh my god. It's true that everyone plays Apex with the PNG. Apex just be that way. Anyway. it's difficult to talk about like computer parts objectively, because like, you know, people pick their favorites and then they take it like you're personally insulting them if you're not against their favorites. So I'll go the middle road and make everybody unhappy. I'm a Ryzen guy. I'll die on that hill. But I do think that the 13th generation Intel chips are like pretty intriguing. Pretty good. Pretty good. Wouldn't that be a CPU issue? Yeah. Oh, no, we were just talking about, like, what do I feel about Intel 3rd generation? Lockheed tells you anything you want. I do think that, like, from what I've read, there's, like, something to do with, like, the architecture of the 5800 X3D that, like, it can't easily be replicated with, like, the 7000 series, right? It's something about, like, I don't know, like, it's beyond like my knowledge of like hardware, but it's like not the same, right? They had like bottled lightning with the 5800 X3D, right? There's something with it that's like perfect. I think Gamers Nexus, PC Jesus from Gamers Nexus was like, if you had like a 7600 X3D, then you might be able to replicate that. But like, what is it, like the 7950 X3D like is not the same. Yeah. And I was like, I understand, Steve. I understand. Only the engineers of the chip will know. Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna keep using Ryzen, but I would be damn interested in building someone like an Intel chip, Intel PC. My hair has unconsciously started looking like this. My favorite bit that he's done, which by the way, is like a legendary tier bit, which had me cracking up, but maybe you won't think it's funny. Maybe you'll think it's lame. Do you remember when he did like a bit for the 7900 XTX with like, he did like a chart, completely straight face. No, he didn't break it all. He didn't laugh. He was talking about like how the number of X's in the name of the GPU correlates to how like cracked it is at being a GPU. And then he was like, XFX released a new version of the 7900 XFX, and it's got 40% more X's than the next level competitor, which by definition means it's better. And then he moves on like without skipping a beat. Oh, so good. Because the company name XFX has two extra X's in it. It's like pretty cool. What are you talking about? Did you buy any of their shirts? I wanted to buy like the work mat. I don't think I'm a shirt guy, but I like the coasters and I like the work mat. But the work mat keeps selling out too quickly. They sell out like really quickly. Is it in stock or is it like still sold out? I don't know. I want the mat. I have an XFX RX 5700. It's not cool. It heats up really quick. I mean, like a lot of GPUs tend to have that like issue, right? Vesper with ring fit. Are you gonna make me dig out my Nintendo Switch? I've got one, but I don't really use it that much. I'm kind of like a PC gamer guy, right? I'm like, I don't know. I feel bad because I do think that like a lot of the Vesties like the console games, and I respect that. But like I am like a PC gaming grandpa, right? I'm a PC gaming grandpa. Do it, no balls. Who do you think would win in a cage match between Gamers Nexus, Linus Tech Tips, or JTC? What is JTC? I don't know JTC. I do think like Tech Jesus from Gamers Nexus. He's like thick, right? Jay's 2 cents. Oh, I've seen a couple of his stuff. Yeah. I feel like if Steve can like, you know, if he's got the hip drive and he can put like his weight into the punch, I put my money on Steve, right? If Jay has height, he's got like the wingspan, right? If he's got the wingspan, he's got reach, right? But then like we could teach Steve to be like a Mike Tyson style like infighter, right? Get inside, right? Anyway, we should not talk about like getting real life people to fight each other. We should not be doing that. What about like Paul? You guys know Paul's Hardware? I like that guy. I don't know. Something about the way that he talks is just like relaxing. No, we should. No. Terry Crews, J2 cents a stand. Give them armor made from PC cases and chipsets. Could you imagine that? Like scale mail made from like Celeron chips, right? I love it. I don't know, this sounds rad. Are you still thinking of melting down old PC parts for gold? Yes. I haven't had enough time recently to go dumpster diving. I wish I could, but I haven't. My dumpster diving like allotment of time is like been in the dumps, right? Literally. Of course you would. Where does the time go? Yenwei, thank you for the super chat. A fist fight? Ignoring lore, which side would win? Everybody loses, right? Everybody loses. No. Paul's Hardware plug totally unnoticed. Sadness. Do you guys know about Paul from Paul's Hardware? You know, he originally did like videos for Newegg. Can I even mention brands? It's a good place to buy like stuff, right? He like made all of their videos and then he branched off and he did his own thing. He's good. Only Magni wins. Grandpa's finally not stinky. I just don't have enough time, man. I used to have like a place that I went to scrounge for like parts. Don't ask me where, don't ask me why, but I had like a favorite dumpster that I went to for like computer trash, computer parts. I didn't just like check every dumpster on the side of the road. I'm not crazy, right? It was like targeted. I still hate Micro Center for basically making me upgrade my entire PC for basically a fried CPU. If you live near one, you're a lucky person. You're lucky. It's just like a crazy amount of like, man, makes you super jelly, right? How do they do that? How do they make it so cheap? I live near 3. New York is pretty all right. I used to live next to a Fry's, and then like, man, RIP Fry's, am I right? I live near one, so lucky, so lucky. Too bad they're gone now, right? RIP. RIP Circuit City? What? I have an Asian guy that runs a shop out of an old boutique. Best PC service in 100 miles. I don't know whether you're repping that person or like roasting them. Probably a little bit of both. All right, you know what like seriously surprises me? Who in their right mind could have like predicted that Best Buy would get so cracked, right? You get some surprisingly good deals at a Best Buy. It's like, what happened? Like, how did they suddenly get like good deals, right? Especially like GPUs. Like, I don't know what happened. It is Aussie. Like, you get some of the best GPU deals out of like Best Buy. Like, what? I would love to look at like the MBA that like did that, like turned it around. Like, how did they do that? Yeah. Skip ad. I had a question. Have you guys ever actually seen an ad like midstream that I've done? If so, like I didn't turn that. Like, I don't know where that came from. No? Okay, good. Okay, good. Good. I am an ad? What am I advertising? Only when you start the stream? Okay, good. Good. Oh no, HOLOSTARS. No. They're all wait, no. They sing, they dance. I advertise being old? I am pretty old. I'm advertising 80s lifestyle? Okay. I mentioned Haka. Okay. A spear? I mean, they're so useful, right? They're so useful. You want to know the stupidest thing that I've used my spear for? Absolute stupidest thing I've ever used it for? I used it to turn on my computer from my bed. I've actually woken up for a stream and like hit my computer until it hit the power button on my computer. What's wrong with you? Do you have time for like an 8.5 hours that's done? I could go on for hours about what the heck is wrong with me. Don't worry, you babies. It had the blade cover on. It had the blade cover on. I didn't like dent up my computer. Don't worry about it. That's an image. Don't worry, Anthony. Don't worry about it. I had the blade cover on. Don't worry about it. That's some 4D chess. Yeah. Is that why you're late? Man, I used to wake up at 7:30, do like a quick bike ride, come back, take a shower, like calm myself down a little bit, and then get my post-it pad out, and then like get out like bits and like stories to tell, and like put it up on my monitors. I just like roll out of bed and I go live nowadays. I need to get my head back in the game, like finish everything, and then, you know, man. What stream was it? Oh, what stream was it? What stream was it? That's a good question. It was a long time ago. I think it was in like late February. What stream was it? I tried. That's how I ended up waking up at 10 a.m. I would like to have like better stuff prepared. I still have weird stories. I think I'm like I'm going off of like weird and entertaining just into weird, right? Just into weird. You don't seem less prepared. I like this, like with the pipe. I could put in work off stream. Weird is entertaining. Okay. All right. If you guys are okay with it. I'll dip into like the weird stories that are like not funny. They don't have like, see, the thing is like for it to be a weird and funny story, there has to be like a punchline, right? Like a funny ending to it. But I don't have any more life stories that have a funny ending to it. They're just weird. You guys understand that? So I think I've like gone through my stock of like funny stories that have an amusing and funny ending, and now they're just like weird, and there's no like payoff at the end. It was just weird. Yeah. Hey, Lemon's Cutie, thank you very much for the super chat. I love the mic. Thank you. Actually, I'm like, by habit, I'm like snuggling up to the mic. I think I need to make sure that I stay a little bit further away from it. I no longer need to like basically be within licking distance of the mic. I can keep it a little bit further away. Weirder than the bike ride stopover. Sniff it? That might be like, here's the thing, like people have told me that it's weird. I didn't feel in danger anyway through it. I didn't feel in danger anyway through it. Well, like, let's start up. This is not like, this is not, I mean, this is like kind of unbelievable. Like, you're not gonna believe this, right? But I guess I should just tell you, and there's no punchline, right? I went through like a pretty rough city on bicycle. Should I name it by like, should I name it? It's like a rough city. I'm not gonna name the city. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so I was biking through and I went through like a pretty rough city. And then I stayed at a Motel 6 in that city the first night. And I felt in danger at the Motel 6. I felt in danger. And then the next day, I stayed at a river encampment with a bunch of homeless people. And this is the part where you're gonna be like, why would you do that, right? It's because I had a very nice conversation with them. And then they were like, yeah, you could just stay here. Like, we'll watch out for you. And I was like, okay, cool. Because there was no campgrounds inside the city limit, right? So I just pitched my tent and then we were just hanging out. And I felt safer in that like encampment by the river than I did at Motel 6, right? Is that weird? Is that weird? I actually felt in danger. Like, I think I heard, like, there was, like, yelling in the room next to me, and I think I heard, like, a dude beating another dude. Like, I heard, like, yelling. It was, like, kind of scary. And it was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in my own lane and leave. I felt very unsafe at that Motel 6. Very unsafe. And then I was trying to leave the city, but then it's a big city, so I didn't get like all the way past, and I was trying to find a campground. No campground, right? Yeah. No, you coomers. No. Not that type. I know what you coomers, you. No. Your grandpa Vesper Noir like knows the difference. It was not that. No. It was like not the good kind. It was like the where's my money, right? Like you. No. The risk taking behavior. Yeah, I understand. Where is my money though? They might have been role-playing. Oh my god. What started the convo? That's a good question. So usually, all right, this is a little bit of like legitimate truth, right? When you're like a dude on a bicycle and like you've got like maybe about like 50 to 60 pounds of gear like strapped to it, and it's like clearly like camping gear, like there's like a tent There's like a tent bag like on top of the rear rack. It gets people like talking, right? People are like, what are you doing, right? And then you answer truthfully and it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just biking across the country. And they're like, and the next question they ask is like, where did you start from, right? And if you answer truthfully, oh, I started in like Oregon or something, right? They'll be like, no shot, like no shit. You went all the way from like X to here, like on bike, and then like you start that conversation and then like one thing, you know, and then you're just camping out with them and having a good time. How did he not get murdered? Well, like, that's a good question. All right, can I? It's always the same conversation. It always starts like that. Okay. And I get that I'm being like, wait, like, do not do what I do. Don't do what I do. Do as I say, right? You should definitely make your safety a very, very high priority, right? But I do think that you don't have to be like a Call of Duty like god, right? You just have to be like not worth messing with, right? And like you just have to be humble, right? I think like people can tell when other people are like looking down on them, right? And that instinctively like creates hostility. No one can look, I can't look down on anyone because I'm like the mole person from The Incredibles, right? No one is above me. Yeah. I'm like the mole people from the end of The Incredibles. I'm the underminer, exactly. And Bettel is Bon Voyage. Oh, that would be such a good bit. Oh my god. Anyway. You just, I don't know. I try not to look down on anyone. I try to keep an open mind. And then also like, just make sure it's not worth like messing with me, right? Because it's kind of like, is it really worth, it's not worth 20 bucks off of this like old man, right? Number one hobo VTuber. Kudos. And then maybe it'll catch up to me one day, right? Maybe I'll catch up to me one day. I don't know. Well, because of HOLOSTARS, my like wandering days are probably done. Honestly, I don't really think I'm gonna be much of a wanderer anymore. I think unless I can like get satellite internet. I don't know. Any spooky stories in the bank? I told you about the place that I stayed at where like the babies turned blue, right? That was, I never saw like a fabled blue baby, but there, like I was like in a region where like there was a bunch of signs and it's like the babies will turn blue. That was weird. Yeah, there was like flooding rain and like there's like a runoff field where they put like the fertilizer nitrate garbage and it got into the water and it turned all the babies blue. Yeah. You were definitely in Ohio. I will neither confirm nor deny that I was in Ohio. It's not suffocating. It's like a chemical thing. Basically, there's like a runoff pond for like all the fertilizer water. And it's like filled with like a not good chemical, right? And then one year it flooded and then that water got into like the reservoir, like where they got their drinking water out of, and then like it turned everybody blue. Yeah. They're turning the frickin' babies blue. Yeah. And then they just had to like permanently attach like a reverse osmosis filter to like everything. It was nuts. It was crazy. It was something. I don't know the like the literal thing of it. It's just like every tap there like had a little thing on it, and it like warned you like not to drink it. It's like, don't drink out of this like tap. Like you have to go to a special tap that has like a filter installed on it. Yeah. Anyway. The Smurf Town. I can't tell if he's trolling us. I'm not. I don't know the full story behind it, but it's like you can't drink out of a tap that it's not attached to a filter, because that water needs to be filtered. Anyway. What else? There's a place with the frogs where if you lick them, they'll make you trip out. And a bunch of like idiots try to like kidnap the frogs whenever it's raining. No. It's like a Sonoran desert toad or something, right? And then every year during the rainy season, when those frogs like come out of the ground, a bunch of like douchebags like try to steal the frogs. They try to kidnap them. Yeah. I didn't see them because I rolled through like during the dry season. But like the people that live there were like, we have to beat up outsiders every year. Like every year, like clockwork, when it rains, a bunch of outsiders come in and their only goal is to steal frogs. And we just have to beat them with like sticks until they leave. And I think it's heartwarming that the people that live there like care enough about the frogs to protect them from being like kidnapped. Isn't that like incredibly based? No, not even rangers. Like the lady that runs like the equivalent of the 7-Eleven, like the convenience store lady. Sounds like a grand old time. Yeah. Cause you just leave them alone. Let them live, right? I love the Gundam reference. Thank you, Random Trainer X. Sounds like a great documentary. Yeah. I mean, the people that live in that area, they're super cool, right? Seems like something Mark Twain would write about. Man, the celebrated jumping frog. That's like my favorite Mark Twain story. It has like everything, right? But no. Were you in Florida fighting Father Pucci? I know that reference. No, I was not. The Mexican staring frog of southern Sri Lanka. Oh my god. Hello, Garen. Hello, fellow boomer. Now that's a fun story, but there's no punchline, right? It's just like a based old lady. She's just based. She's like hitting them with a stick and saying that like she's gonna call the sheriff to get them to like leave the frogs alone, right? Based on what? It doesn't need a punchline to be good. Based old ladies is all we need. Yeah. Her punches are the punchline. It is based on a true story. It is. The outsiders are like dolphins? I don't understand that reference. You should send her a spear? No. We don't want to hurt anybody. We just want people to like leave the frogs alone, right? I think my favorite place that I went through, probably Navajo Nation. Pretty great. Not gonna lie. Just like really great people. They all dress like cowboys. Bettle, good morning. Bettle, are you online? Bettle, World of Warcraft? Bettle, World of Warcraft? How's your internet? Is the expedition leader good to go? How are we doing? I think I could stream at the usual hour. Let's go. Okay. All right, I got work to do then. All right. Hopcon, wow. I'll keep you posted. Got it. Got it. All hands, man the battle stations. Battle, I showed people. Wait, Battle, before you leave, I'm gonna re-link it because it's still on my. This picture made me laugh for like 2 minutes straight. Battle, are you still here? Can I get a confirmation that you're still here? Battle, I need to show you my favorite like fan art that I've ever seen. He retweeted it. Oh, you retweeted it? I'm looking at it again. It's the square tongue that makes me laugh and the bug out eyes. It wasn't even tagged. I know. I don't know how I saw it. I don't know. It's so good. Okay, let's get some work done, and then I can do WoW Wednesday with a clear conscience because I did my best at work. Off stream, garrotes you affectionately. Battle's PvP level is higher than Vesper's. I mean, like, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Bless the algorithm. Alright, good night. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tonight. Yep. I'll get work done. I promise. I guess, like... Let's check to see who's there. Might just have to, like, redirect into, like, Flay's stream before he starts. Street Fighter 6? Is that it? Are we good? That might be it. Yo! Estelle Senpai just run online? I just have to hold on a second. Let's do it. I wonder what he's up to tonight. Or like, it's like super early morning for him, right? Oh, he's playing Valorant. Oh my god. Valorant. Okay. Alright. Say hello, as always. Please be respectful, you know? Yeah. Okay, take care, everybody. I'm gonna get some work done. See you tonight for WoW Wednesday, right? It looks like the glorious expedition leader, he'll be able to stream. We will do WoW Wednesday, no matter what. But ideal situation is if Battle's streaming, but even if he can't, then I will reluctantly stream it. Okay, take care. Goodbye. Goated thumbnail.